Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you with the rock.
All right, what up, brother?
Let me turn this down just a little bit. Uh Second and 20, I think. Second and 30, something crazy like that.
Who got the ball first? I ain't even.
Southern got the ball. They're on their own 31. Second and 30.
Last 4 plays, couple of
Turn my shit down. Hey, they're gonna have to come up with more than just the inside zone against Jackson, man.
I missed the early stuff, but they said they broke a big run and then they got and listen, from what I'm seeing, the old line is doing pretty decently other than the strip sack they had on T-set.
Has Jackson State had the ball yet?
Nah, Southern it's been Southern's ball.
Yeah, it's fourth down. This was my problem. This was my concern at the beginning of the game. As soon as it was determined that Southern was going, were they ever going to be able to put up enough points to compete with Jackson? That was always going to be my point. And then once Jackson puts up a few points, would that completely unravel the game plan for Southern?
I mean, I it's all about how you manage the crowd, right? Like in Jackson State, the more the game has gone on, um, the more they lean on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta nip it in the bud early, and you gotta make it a brawl as best you can, a slow brawl. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
Did they start T-set?
well, the other kid got a concussion. He didn't pass concussion protocol. Oh, yeah,
He got a concussion last week?
the Grambling game.
Wow.
So he didn't pass concussion protocol, so they had to go with T-set. So that's where we're at right now. So that's how you got a T-set in the game.
Okay.
But I mean, to me, if you're Southern and you don't want to feel like you're not supposed to be in this game, you can't let them score on this drive. You just can't. A field goal, it ain't the worst. The field goal, all right, whatever. A touchdown.
Now here's the deal. Here's the deal. The longer the game stays competitive, the tighter Jackson gets, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And the tighter TC gets. Because let's be honest, though we haven't given Southern much of a chance to win this game, all the pressure's on Jackson as the game continues to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
All the pressure transfers to Jackson State.
Yeah, and to me, I don't. I what's difficult to me is if you stop Jackson State's running attack, do you believe in Jacoby and Morgan to pull it out for you? And that I do not know. But what I do know is this. This is the problem. Southern's offense isn't scary enough to scare Jackson State's defense. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's one of those things where you're treating Jacoby like Shador freshman year, to where it's like, hey man, you don't got to do a lot. You just gotta, and that's what you don't want to see. That's what you don't want to see. You just don't have to lose us the game, literally. And they just have to live with handing the ball off to Irv Mulligan and keeping this game in manageable distances.
What's your clock at, Scotty?
10:30.
All right, so what happened that first play right there can't happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what you don't want. If you're a Southern fan, that's not what you want to see. Because if you're supposed to have a great D line, they're not supposed to get pushed back 6 yards.
Yeah. And then see, I don't know about you, Scotty, but this is what bugs me about TC. Like, you could have just ran the ball you pick up but you throw it in that situation for what?
You got to get your quarterback involved. You got to get him comfortable in the game because he's never played in a SWAC championship game. So I got to get you comfortable with an easy throw, an easy completion to let you know you're supposed to be in this game because we're going to need you, you know what I'm saying, at some point in time. But again, if this is what you're going to see all day, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. What's your time at?
Yeah, I'm 10:41. I mean, 9:41. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you way behind me. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is going to be a long day. If I was a Southern fan, I'd turn it off right now. If I was a Southern fan, I would turn this game off right now.
Well, I was listening to Blue last night. Blue and Coach Fred. And Blue said something that kind of spoke to me. Is that Jackson State averages for the season 5 yards a carry. And that Blue said every other run play is a first down. And that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. And so that's why I wouldn't pass the ball right there, Scott. That's why I wouldn't pass.
That I agree with, right? Like first down. But again, think about what Blue said. If I average 5 yards a carry, I have one down to throw away.
But you're also making the game harder than you need it to be.
Right here,
you have a second and 10.
I got to run blitz, and this is you got to run blitz right here. You just got so you got to, but you know you got to live with something, and running the ball isn't the way it isn't. It should not be a place where you want to live and let Jackson State live.
But Coach TC can't help him out with that first down pass play though.
Yeah,
he can't help him out. He bails him out. In my opinion, he bails him out on that play, Scotty.
Yeah, because now you put yourself in a situation where now you're in Southern. Southern likes this, right? You're not in manageable. It's long. They're probably gonna call a timeout because there's substitution problems. So, yeah, they're gonna call a timeout. They're gonna call a timeout. You got to call a timeout. Yeah, got to call a timeout.
So, Scotty, I've always been in favor of, if you can. I know this is conservative. If you can, run the ball across the 50. And then start taking shots. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then start taking shots. And the little 5-yard outs, the screen plays, the stop routes, all that's fine. But it's just much easier to run the ball for 5 yards. What do you say when you pass? There's 3 things could happen,
and a lot of them are wrong. A lot of them are bad. Like 4 things to go wrong, and 3 of them bad. Something like that.
No, and you say that 3 or 4 things got to happen. You say you got to see it.
You got to see it. You got to block it. You got to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to block it. You got to see it.
You got to throw it.
You got to throw it. You got to throw it, and then you got to catch it. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. It's a lot. You're right. It's a lot. When running the ball is, you just got to block it. You got to hand it off. Hand it off. You know what I'm saying? Now, however it goes from there, it is what it is, right? But
so this is a good comment. I want to bring this up. Like he said, "Damn, Rocky, you think that's the 1930s football?" See, there's a point in football where you have to win the game, right? And it's about winning the game. And I'm not saying that it's the most exciting version of football, but winning the game is the object. Winning the game is the object. And I'm saying TC Taylor on 1st and 10 probably should have just handed it off to Herb Mulligan. That's all I'm saying. To avoid that because to me, 2nd and 10, if you pass it on 1st down, they know you're not going to pass it on 2nd down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're going to pass it on 1st down, in my opinion, do a play action and take the ball and throw it deep.
If you're going to really push it, push it.
Absolutely.
If you're going to really push it. That's fair. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And again, the thing about running the ball is if I run the ball enough and make you commit extra people to the box, it just makes it my pass that much more easier. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I like that philosophy? No, because I like to see the ball get up in the air.
And you're a guy like most offensive guys nowadays, modern offensive guys. Y'all believe y'all can manipulate the defense on every play, right? You can, but you have to execute at a very high level if you're going to play that kind of ball.
That's fair.
He said, I agree with multiple. Okay, question here, Scotty. Is this 4-down territory for Jackson?
No. Nah, it's not that serious. Ooh, you almost got him. Almost got him. If you make it, I'll say this. If it's 4th and 1, I'll go for it because I don't think they can stop me. So I'll go for it. Oh, never mind. Damn, that was nasty. Hey, shout out to the co-defensive player of the year. That was tough.
Oh, yeah.
That was tough.
That was a get-off, wasn't it?
What?
That was a get-off.
Woo! Hey, shout out to Kelby on that one.
Hey. And see, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep Southern out of those situations.
Because that allows him
their
to
game.
That's their game. That's where he wants to be at. That's exactly where he wants to be at. But this is the part where I think Jackson wins is the field position of how they do it. Okay, that's not bad. Because Matt No put that hole in the 1. You know what I'm saying? Like he that cold, he'll put that hole in the 1. But it's not that bad. You got some room, you got some leeway. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't too far back, but yeah, so
anytime Southern's offense has the ball, the Southern fans got to be nervous. That's the thing about Southern. You can't never be thinking, "Oh, we about to get this one." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they are very shaky offensively, very shaky.
Yeah,
very shaky offensively.
Let's see what they do. Inside zone, here it comes. It hasn't started yet. I'm on 7:27. It hasn't started yet, but I can kind of predict. Inside zone. So,
yeah.
Oh no, okay, something different. Oh,
let me see.
That's a good. That was actually a pretty good catch. I don't even know who that kid is. That was a damn good catch.
Yeah, that was a good catch. That was mean the way he threw him down, though. That wasn't nice.
They would have got me. If I was a defensive coordinator, I would have been rumbling right there. I'm like, inside zone, here it come. Here it come, everybody. All out.
Well, that tells me that Southern has come to win the game. You know what I mean?
They're not scared of. Man, I would throw this bubble route right there. Oh, they gave him the first down? Oh, man, why would you do that on first? Listen, man. I wish I could screenshot some of this stuff. This is what kills me is that you would force it up. You would force it up in let me see if I can do something.
Yeah, there was literally Jackson was running goal line defense.
Oh. So right, this is my issue, right? So let me see if I can share this. So my issue is this. You have like this person, right? And then you got O lineman, and like Jackson's stacking this junk, right? Why not throw the bubble route out here and get the one-on-one or one-on-one with the safety and just block the corner? And I'll take my chances. Like I'll take my chances with this.
It was 3rd down and they had 8 in the box, Scotty. If you go back and look, it was 3rd down and they had 8 in the box.
You got to take your chances on the outside, like and start throwing this bubble route and live with this guy in pursuit, this guy squeezing, and you making 1 or 2 or 3 yards on this, then you trying to bust it up the gut, and they literally like this. Like, come on, man. Like, what you supposed to do with that? That's what kills me when I'm watching this thing. I'm like, yo, you might as well live on the edges and let your guy work. Let your guy go to work. So
Now, Scotty, let me ask you this. As a coordinator like TC, you saw what happened the first series. In my opinion, you killed the series yourself.
mm-hmm.
Do you come back and note that, or do you come back and try to prove you got a first down play that you can execute?
To me, I just want to go up. Now I just want to put points on the board, right? I don't care how we do it. We just need to put points on the board, so we can play with a lead. We can lean on them, make them press, and the game's over, right? Like break their will. So to me, it's like, listen, we gonna pound it. We gonna pound it until they can't. Like, if I gotta run it 10 straight times, I'm gonna run it 10 straight times. Because 1, I want to impose my will. 2, I'm gonna show you that you're not supposed to be on the field with me. And 3, we gonna get a touchdown on this drive. Right?
I don't know if Jackson's now. What I would do is I would run the ball, and if I passed it, I would work something in the middle of the field off the run to my tight end. Like that's what I would kind of work. Because my main thing is I wouldn't want to put the ball in harm's way, having the field position advantage and having a running game that hadn't been stopped.
Where did they get the ball at? Pass? Is it on?
Right at the midfield. Right at midfield, I think.
Damn, that's a horrible ass punt. Damn, he couldn't punt it. He couldn't. Oh,
yeah, geez. I'm pretty sure it's right at midfield. Anybody's got a score on the Virginia Union?
28-7. 28-7 Valdosta halftime.
Oh yeah.
So, but again, T-Set can't miss those throws. You can't miss those throws, man. Like you can't miss those. You don't have the leeway to play with. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the explosive offense. You don't have none of that. So
let's see how many Herb gets here.
I run blitzing right here. If I'm Southern, I run blitzing.
At the 42, Scotty.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a pretty solid offensive line that Jackson has. And I'm not talking about just them surely moving them off the ball, but it looked like they did run blitz, Scotty, and they were able to, pass things off.
And I would run blitz again.
Because he held him to 3.
Southern's defense is so easy to read. I mean, like, the dudes are sitting too high. If you sitting too high, I'm running the ball. I mean, it's nothing about this is complicated. Nothing about this is difficult to read. It's just like, again, now they're in too high, probably going to drop down to 1. So they got the box loaded. And it's not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is if they can't stop him in that defense.
Bama just can't tackle. Is that Aubrey Miller there? I thought I saw somebody with some. No, that's not Aubrey. I thought that was Aubrey behind him. Run blitz again. Oh! Oh my God. Boy! Boy! Boy!
God damn it, TC. What's the lady's name from freaking Blind Side? Just run the dang ball.
Yeah, run the dang ball.
God damn, TC.
Just run the dang ball. That Bama just straight dropped it. I mean, just straight swoop.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Willie is Willying. Is TC TCing? I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Excuse me.
You're fine. That was funny. I'm blitzing right here. You got to blitz right here. You got to blitz. Yeah, you got to blitz. You got to blitz. Yep, you got to blitz. Got to blitz. You got to speed him up. Listen, he's just not that guy. You got to speed him up. And you'll live with the 3. You got to speed him up. You live with the 3. Hey,
Again.
That Bama, is that number? Yeah, Travis ain't trying to block nobody. Travis Terrell ain't trying to block nobody, okay? He is not your third down passing back. He ain't that.
They should have been running a screen there. They should have been doing something real simple, really conservative. I don't know why TC insists on trying to use this guy to pass the ball down the field when they got a situation here. Get out of here. Come on,
win by Southern right there.
Hell yeah.
That's definitely a win by Southern.
And that's Scotty.
What's up?
I think you pointed out this with Musa and Willie, going back a couple years. Why do you keep putting your quarterback in situations to make the play, and he's proven time and time again
can't make it.
He can't make it.
See, I like Jay's power rankings. I like Jay's power rankings. There's no way Ohio State should be number 1.
Hey, what up, Coach? Hold on. Let me. What's up, Coach?
Hey, why does the AD got to be on the sideline with the head coach?
Hey, you on the stream, Coach?
Yeah, don't be live. Don't say nothing crazy.
Don't say nothing crazy.
Oh, y'all got the stream going?
Yeah. Hey, Coach, if you want to join, we'll send you the link. But but you know why he got to be on all in the videos? You know why?
Damn this thing, man, get your butt up there in the press box somewhere. Man, let me get off this stream, man. Y'all having a watch party?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. I'll watch the game.
All right, Coach.
See down in the end zone. Come on, TC Taylor. You know, if they bring it.
Okay, Coach, let me answer this question as a coach, right? When you have a limited quarterback and you need to get control of the game early, why are you running plays? Why on first down in particular, you're deciding to throw the ball when you are running the ball at 5, 6, 7 yards a clip?
And he should throw short stuff or put him on a bootleg where he can run past, throw some bubble screens, get his confidence up, make sure you stay in front of the chains. But you don't put the game in that quarterback's hand. Hell, you got the best tailback. Run some draws, run some screens. Something easy they can get. And see, what's happening is that when they bring that pressure, you should be running screens versus pressure, draws versus they get back. And if you notice, and they probably don't show it all year, when you get in the red zone, they coming. So you need to be able to have plays, run plays where you get the hat on the hat, and pass plays where you get the ball out of his hand. Hitches, quick outs, the go route. And I just watched 2 plays of it. I just got here, and hell, he got sacked, fumble one, and sacked the other. And they're showing you that they're coming. You got to get out of those plays that you call. We're trying to run crossers. You run crossers versus man, but if they bring in more than you can block, you got to get out of that.
All right, then, Coach. Hey, you call back anytime, Coach. I appreciate your insight.
Okay. All right.
Hey, that was Coach Johnny Cole telling you, giving TC the formula.
Access to success. That's why. Listen, man. People ain't gonna like what TC Taylor's not a good coach. Like he's not offensively a good coach. Like he's not. Like it's a very symptomatic scheme. It's just I do it better than you, and that's literally what it comes down to.
I'll say this, Scotty. I think because I've seen him use the run game in a myriad of ways to attack teams, right? Like the speed, the speed, not the speed option, but the jet sweeps, the stuff with Terrell that he's done. And I think you can do all of that stuff in this game, right? And win it. You don't have to throw it. But he wants to throw the football, Scotty.
That's a flag. That's a flag. Oh my God. I'm about to say, God damn, like this is what we doing today? Like, I'm like, if this is what y'all on, I don't even want you to watch the rest of the game because that's a flag. That's a flag. Flat out. It's a flag.
What is it? Where you at, Scotty?
056.
Okay, let me.
And that's the guy you need to attack. He's horrible in coverage.
Okay, I'm up with you now. So I guess there was just a pass interference.
Yeah, it's a flag. It's a flag. I mean, like, it's a flag. He's horrible in coverage. It's a flag. Period. If that's the baby you got out in space, it's not.
Hey, Coach, let me ask you this here: on that play, why did the receiver run the route inside, and the corner was set up to the inside?
It was an option route, right? So if he plays over top, he cuts underneath. If he plays up, he goes under. If he plays down, he goes. That's why he stuttered in. So he blocked him and he took it up.
Yeah,
you know,
because the safety was over the top.
Well, the safety, he was late. The safety was going to hold over to the right side. He was pushing to the right side. So it's either like a stutter and like a middle seam, right? You can stutter and seam. So it's like I'm a fake, like I'm going inside, and then I
wasn't reading the guy that was on him. He was reading the second guy.
Yeah, you got to read the safety. It's not even about the middle guy. You're gonna get by him.
Okay.
Yeah, you read the safety. The middle. If you're man to man on me, as soon as you turn your head, I'm not even worried about you. I'm worried about the safety because you're not going to turn your head around because you're so focused on the man.
That was a good pass by T-Sack there.
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up?
If TC loses this game.
No, I don't even want to hear Perry's mouth on Monday, bro. Like I don't like neither's fan base either. So it's just like shit. Like I can't win for losing on this one. But to see Ohio State fans in disarray, I would love it more than hearing Perry's mouth. I would absolutely love it more than hearing Perry's mouth. The other person I want to hear is Coach Green. I wouldn't want to hear Coach Green's mouth go, you said Terrence Graves wasn't that guy. You said, I'm like, all y'all Bama suck, really. Like, and this is why I say TC Taylor's not a good. If you're an offensive guy, like I don't see any offensive creativity. I really like that's the thing for me. Like, I don't see anything. Like TC has probably called maybe one or two plays that I've seen. I'm just like, hey, that's it right there. That's nice. You don't see a lot of schematic stuff of where he's just out scheming the other team, right? A lot of it's just like, we're better than you. We're going to run the ball at you. And if you can stop it, you can stop it. And that's how you get the Alabama State.
Let me ask you this, Coach. As a OC, Bartoloni or TC?
I would have to see Bartoloni without Shador. Give me a normal guy because I don't think Bartoloni's scheme was so much of his scheme more than what Shador likes to do. And it's like, hey, we'll blend it, what you call and what Shador likes to do. But again, the quarterback situation is different. I would say with this, I would like to see Bartoloni with Morgan. Does he run the ball more? Because I think I have to give TC credit that like he understands that Jacoby Morgan is limited.
Does he?
I mean, he still throws the ball because it's like we're not Army.
But why not? Okay, he's throwing it on first down twice. Incompletion and a sack, right? Or not really a sack. I guess it was a flip out the back door. I don't know what you call that.
We talking about when he dropped the ball?
Yeah.
A blunder. That's what you call it, a blunder.
Yeah, a blunder. Yeah, and my deal is that's in my mind as a conservative guy, mostly defensive guy, that's a unforced error. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because you didn't have to even raise up to throw the ball, you could have just handed the damn thing off.
And don't even have that problem.
No.
That's fair. That is fair. I thought I saw a G. I thought I saw a G in the stands. Maybe not. Maybe so. 3rd and 1. What do you do here? I mean, if it was
you
gotta run.
You don't play around with this. You run inside zone. Your team can run that play.
I think for me, you gotta have some type of motion just to kind of.
Man, you run inside zone.
See ya. Oh, he almost had it. Listen. You give Kendrick that crease, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah. If he doesn't bang off this dude right there, he's gone. That kid got next level speed. He will hit it over the goalpost.
What was interesting about that, for them to run that power right there, it looks like they didn't believe they could get it running the inside zone.
No, you gotta get to the. I keep trying to tell you, you gotta go to the edges. You gotta hit the edges with this team. You gotta hit the edges.
Because on a gotta-added play, they ran a power.
You gotta hit the edges on this team. You can't try to just throw it up in the gut every single time. And I have a problem with this play call because T-Set not that fast.
I thought he did some work early in the season with his feet.
Yeah, he's a mobile guy, but he ain't freaking, Lamar Jackson.
And he have no interest in running it up the middle to get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh! Keep playing that man if you want to. Keep playing that man if you want to. It's going to bite them in the ass. Keep playing that man if you want to. Because as soon as you turn your head, I win. And who did I say you attack? Who do I say? I told you them Bamas are not good in the secondary.
Oh, man. Hey, and that's a touchdown that they missed. That's a touchdown. If he throws a decent pass, that's a touchdown. Hey, I got to give it to him. Southern doing their thing today.
If they listen, it's not hard. If you play man and I throw at the back of your head, I'm going to win that match every single time. As long as there's no safety over the top, I'm going to win that every single time. That's a throw. That got to be an incomplete pass because he hit the ground. That should be.
I think he was wrapped up, right?
No, it should be an incomplete pass.
He was wrapped up, Scott.
Man, no, they didn't. It better be 2nd and 10.
Let me see where they spotted it.
They gave,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was a pass. You can't. I'm about to say you can't do that.
To me, it was intentional grounding because he was inside the pocket, but maybe there was a receiver right there.
It was a running back right there. That's what I'm saying. So he's your outlet. But listen, I love the play calling by Fredericks right here because if they're gonna go man, we're good enough against you to go man. Like Jackson State secondary is not all world to where you should be afraid of them to go man. You shouldn't. And Fuller should have a hell of a game because if you want to keep playing that linebacker or whoever you want to play on top of me, Like we'll keep we'll do crossers, we'll do outs, we'll do stuttering goals, we'll do all that. We'll do all that.
Hey, I agree with you, Willie. Willie, this the first time me ever agreeing with you. That was a sack. That was a sack. Because if they had pulled it out of his body and he fumbled, they wouldn't have gave it a fumble. They would have called it dead. So
we'll see how it goes. I think right now this is
so here's the deal, Robert. You keep saying Southern is terrible, right? We have to accept that they're not terrible. They're not terrible, right? Is Jackson State better? Absolutely. But they have 8 wins. They're not terrible. But I wouldn't say they're good either.
oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're good, but and in my opinion, Jackson State is helping them out this afternoon. Why do I say that? Because
of the play caller.
The play call.
If Southern gets a touchdown right here, listen, it don't take much for the vet to get quiet. Let me just say that. It don't take much to the vet to get quiet at all. You go up 7-3 in the SWAC championship. Okay.
Hey, Scotty, since Southern has gotten the red zone, I see your energy's picked up quite a bit, Scotty.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, I hope so. I mean, I hope Jackson loses. I always hope that Jackson loses. But hey, it is what it is. It's the perfect time to run.
Second and 10 here.
They blew this nigga. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. This nigga. Get your ass up, bro. What the fuck? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, Scotty, can Southern avoid the big mistake in the passing game to stay in this game?
Yeah, if you scheme it up. You can't. And again, my issue with Fredericks is you don't do enough motion to tell your quarterback if they in man or zone. That's just bad OCing, point blank, period. You got it. There should be motion right here so he can see who's in man. Come on, man. Like this shit is so sad, man. Like I hate watching this shit because it's like you're not helping T-Set out at all. Because if T-Set reads it, he plucked that. That's a catch. If T-Set reads it, if he's not savvy enough to read it,
That's not a catch.
It is a catch. He plucked that off the ground. That's a catch.
The ball touched the ground, Scotty.
He grabbed it off the ground and then tapped it up to himself and then scooped it again when he turned.
If it touches the ground, it's an incomplete pass.
Not if you have your hands on it.
No, you have to have control of the ball when it touches the ground.
And he did. That's how he pulled it back up to himself.
He caught it twice, Scotty.
That's not the problem is not catching it twice, is that he got it, he controlled it, picked it up off the ground, and then turned to catch it again. That is a catch.
Coach Scotty, my point is, if he had when it touches the ground, if he had control of it and brought it in, it would be a catch. But because it hit the ground and he lost control of it, it has to be an incompletion.
Oh, I thought they was going to replay. I thought it was going to replay the thing. We'll see I want to see the replay. Are they going to review it? No, they're not reviewing it. All right, quick recap. Reese. Southern got the ball first, had a big run, got a strip sack fumble, put them in 3rd and 30. They had a punt. Then, I thought he missed it. Then Jackson got the ball, drove it down. They had a fumble. They had to kick a field goal. Southern got the ball, drove it down, and now they kick a field goal. Now it's 3 and 3. But again, back to my original point. My original point is Fredericks is not helping his quarterback, his young quarterback at that, because you're not moving guys around to show T-Set that it's a zone. And if he would have read it right, once he was about to snap the ball, he could see that the corner was looking at him. So that lets you know off the rip that zone. It's just, to me, when you just line up and do what you do,
you got to be better.
You got to be better, and you're not better. Like overall, your O-line is not better. Your D-line is not better. So now you gotta move pieces around to make them communicate to say, hey, what's this? Or who got this? Or who got that? Or I got this and I got that. But it's not any of that. It's none of it. So now you're thinking like, oh, we're just gonna line up and do what we do. I hate that, man. I really do hate that. And people get paid to run this crap. It's crazy to me.
And the crazy thing is, TC, the one that should line up and just do what he does, is not.
He's not. He's making it difficult on himself because he want to do something different. Stupid, man. It's just all the way stupid. Listen, Robert, I'll tell you this. Go watch the Texas game and come back to me and tell me how many times Sarkisian motions.
Or shifts.
Go watch the SEC championship game today, and I want you to grab a notebook that I have. I always got a notebook right in front of me, and I want you to document how many times Texas motioned. They got a better quarterback, they got a better O-line, they got better receivers. Do that for me. Do that. That's your answer. That's your answer for life. Thank you, Robert. I was just saying. Anybody else want to take that test? That Southern D line is working. It's working. I'll tell you that.
You know, two things about this I want to point out is that I think Southern is playing tough, but I think TC not using the quarterback to be part of the run game is a mistake. I honestly think that Jacoby Morgan is a Tebow-ish, Cam Newton-ish quarterback, and he should be used that way. Because it only makes Irv better. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It only makes Irv better.
If he would have broke out of that, it would have been tough. Hey, this D-line is working. Southern's D-line is going to work right now. They're battling. And let me say this. I don't think TC is doing. I think if they just go forward, I think if you just if you duo and you power this thing straight up, I don't think Southern can match up. But when you start going side to side and you let that speed get, like I can cut underneath those stretch blocks and them zone blocks, I think you're letting Southern win.
Run the power again. How about that?
That Bama hit the back of his O-line. Either he batted it down or he just threw it at the back of his offensive lineman. Either way, that was a bad throw.
That was a horrible throw.
Was it a bad throw or did he bat it down?
He hit his lineman in the ass.
Oh, that's just a bad throw. God, dog. Jacobian, what is that? What is that? Jesus.
Hey, and again,
I think you got a blitz right here.
No. This goes back to Zoe talking about how good Jacoby Morgan is. Like this. Let me see. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, they did screen draw right here. Because I actually think that Southern is too anxious to pass rush. Screen draw, screen draw, screen draw.
Yeah, I think right here I'm just dropping back. I'm dropping back on this one. I'm not blitzing. I would have blitzed on the other one, but I'm not blitzing on this one.
Screen draw here, Scotty, I hope.
Oh my God. You called it. This is crazy. If it wasn't for that flag, Jesus Christ.
Holding.
Chop block.
Oh, okay.
Hey, listen. The next time I'm blitzing. Like if I see stuff like that happen to me as a defensive coordinator, I'm not playing that game no more. I'm not playing this game with you no more. I'm blitzing. I got my safeties up in the box and we having fun with it. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. That no more.
Hey, do you see what number 32 just did? That was a horrible. He tried to. He went under the tackle block and gave Terrell an alley.
You got to squeeze on that. I'm blitzing right here.
You got to stick your head in there and get your nose dirty.
Dog, this D-line is flying, bro. You right, Rock. You're playing right into Southern's hands. You're like, if you getting them long passing down situations, Southern is eating right now. Southern is eating right now. I don't know who these tackles are, but they bad. Southern got these guys looking like all ass team. Ass team.
So this is what I want to say. Sometimes the coach knows. And in this situation, though TC Taylor is calling plays, in my opinion, a little haphazardly, he has to understand now what you've been saying for a while, Scotty, that Jacoby Morgan is limited.
He's limited. He's a limited guy. And if the only reason this game is not out of hand right now is because Southern ain't got no real offense. Again, and this is why I said the same thing about Alabama State. I said if Alabama State has a quarterback, that is an ass whooping. They get their ass blown out. No Diddy. Right?
With baby oil? Pause.
Hey, that was next level. Jesus Christ. But they get demolished. They get demolished with a quarterback. And it's game after game after game that you see where listen, is Southern a bad team? Yes. Are they a limited team? Yes. But what they do very well, they're good at what they do, which is pass.
They're an average team.
Yeah,
they're an average team. They're an average team. They have a good defensive line with I'd say below average linebackers and just a solid secondary.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say about them. On offense, they have a really good stable of backs. I like their stable of running backs. I even like their wide receiving core, right? But they have an average to below average offensive line, and they have below average quarterback.
So to me, this is where it becomes who has the better scheme, who can put their team in a better situation. But TC, this is the benefit TC has. I can always rely on my run game. At the end of the day, if I can't do nothing else, I can turn around and hand the ball off to number 5.
I think he has to run Jacoby and Morgan though.
He'll have to do something. He gonna have to do something. But the biggest thing right now is what can Southern do on this drive, and you got to pass the ball. You have got to pass the ball, and you got to set it up to where T-Sec can see it.
So I want to explain this to Reggie. What I mean by below average linebackers is if it doesn't happen up front for Southern with their front 4, it usually doesn't happen at all.
See, now if I'm Southern, I got to throw this ball to the outside. If that kid at the top is squeezing like that, I'm throwing this ball to the outside. You got to throw this ball to the outside. Thank you. Make him make a play. I'm a fucking genius. I do this. It is very simple. If he keeps squeezing like that, you keep throwing that pass. It's very, you gotta make them make decisions. Now he wants to stay out there, we gonna run. It's not hard. Football is not hard, but you gotta dictate it, and it's not enough. You gotta dictate the situation.
Hey, they running that dually formation though.
Jesus, man.
That's that dually formation where he where he stacks those wide receivers outside like that.
See ya. See ya. See ya. Again, it's not hard. It's not hard, man. It's not. It's not. I'm telling you, Rocky, it's not. If you can dictate them linebackers, it will throw the ball to the outside again. See, this is my issue. Oh, that's a nice keep by set. But if Rocky, if you go back, I know they run the play really quick, but at the field side, he got to throw that ball to the field side. The linebacker's playing too close to the box. He can't get out there fast enough. Again, it's the same thing. Throw it out wide. Or you can throw it up top. You can throw it again up top. Jesus Christ. It's not. What are we doing? It's not hard. Because all he's doing is manipulating the box.
That's all he's trying to do.
All you're trying to do is manipulate the box. If I get you out, this nigga, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate bad football.
Well, that goes back to what I said, Scotty. Can Southern's offense avoid the big mistake? Because let me ask you this here, Scotty. Can Southern throw the ball 20 times without throwing an interception?
If you keep it like this, if you keep it like they're doing it right now, absolutely. Because they're not high risk throws. They're low risk throws, right? So I'm not asking him to throw it behind a safety's head and pit it into two. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm dictating. So now if I set you up good enough, I pump it and then you sit and I throw you got to manipulate it. And it's not enough of that. Oh, run.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's a really light box right there.
You see what I'm saying? So it's if you do more of that, if you keep manipulating the defense, even if you shift to it, right? Like you just keep doing those things.
Why did they pass it on that really light box right there?
Oh no, because I don't trust their D line to be like. I don't trust that O line to be like. Oh yeah, I don't trust their O line to be blocking nothing. The only thing Southern's O line can do is just make a gap. If you hit, they'll make a gap. They'll make a gap. That's about as good. They ain't gonna move nobody. All they gonna do is this. Open a gap and hope Kendrick Grimes can see it, and then he shoots through it. They're not going to move nobody off the ball. They ain't moving. They're not pushing, not near nobody.
They catch it. They catch it.
And listen, they be like, you good? You good? Because that's all I got for you. That's all they're gonna do. Catch and turn. That's all they can do. They're not gonna move nobody. So Kendrick has to find the gap. And once he hits the gap, he's gone. Because that's all that O-line gonna do for you. Again, it's there. Throw it to the top. Throw it to the top. What the? See, this is being too conservative for me because they're going to take the field goal. They're going to take the field goal. When you could throw it to the top and make that linebacker make a tackle in space, man. Jesus. All right, now you pump and go this thing. Now you pump and go this thing because they tight. You can throw this. You can throw that slant. You can throw it.
Man, I would zone read it. I would zone read it.
Oh, I love what they're doing right here. They're manipulating the box.
Yeah.
They're manipulating the box. That's all they're doing. I love it because
that wasn't a zone read, but that's essentially what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Getting the ball outside like that with the quarterback.
Boom. Make a move. Make it. See, it's Rocky. I'm telling you, it's there all day. They don't got to do nothing else until Jackson State. It's there all day, bro. It is hard for a guy who's cheating into the box to go out there and make a tackle one-on-one. By the time you, oh my God.
How many passes are Southern up to now?
I don't know.
9 passes. So they haven't passed very much. You say they can get 20 without, they can get to 20 passes without a pick.
If it's all low risk passing like that, absolutely. Absolutely. Those are low risk passes, Rock. You know, and the reason they're low risk is because it's not a situation where I'm playing. If it's okay, let me go to my whiteboard, right? It's not a situation to where it's like this, Rock, where let me see, where it's just a one receiver and like there's a receiver and a DB, right? So you got to read the DB to see if this pass works. They're not doing that. He has the protection of having a blocker. So this guy, it's harder for this guy to jump that pass. You get what I'm saying? Because he got to get in front of him to stop this. And then you get this. So now you're making this guy have to get all the way over here to make this tackle one-on-one. And if this guy doesn't, because if he jumps it here and he shields him off and he catches it, he's a touchdown. Because he ain't gonna get there. You see what I'm saying? That's why I love touchdown. I love what Southern is doing right here. I'm telling you, I love what Southern is doing right here because I'm making you make a decision. You want to play man? Cool. You want to load the box? Even better. Because now my quarterback can read the field easily. I got it wide enough to where I can count the box. I see that you got the linebacker playing in between. They can't be everywhere. So you got to make a decision.
Yep.
So if I'm Mark Fredericks, I'm riding out to that formation until they stop it. Until they show me they can stop it, because we know what they got to do, Rock. What they're going to have to do is this. This is what they're going to have to do to stop that. So at the bottom is going to be receiver. So this is going to be offense at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got this and this. And then you got this and this, right? Because they got it on both sides. What you're going to have to do is either play off right here, and then this guy, and then play this guy right here.
Yeah.
Right. He can no longer be the in-between guy. He has to come out here. So then what that leaves the box is this, right? So if we're playing in the box, it's only going to be so many people in this box. You're going to have a safety, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and, probably a guy like this. So it'll be one safety.
No, you got to put another linebacker in there too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's going to be 2 on 2 sides. Watch. What I'm saying is this. It's going to be 2 over here because it's going to be a corner and a guy here. And it's going to be one safety, right? It's going to be one safety.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how the box is going to look.
All right.
So now I can dictate, however, because until they got to commit to those outside receivers. They got to, because it's too easy. Because if now, and this is why I say that, Rock, the reason you play this guy closer to here, because now this is his block and this guy gets to shoot down. It's an easier tackle. You see what I'm saying? One-on-one, I'll take that than this guy trying to get over here from the side. You get what I'm saying? So,
but the other deal is you have this guy reading the second guy, the inside guy reading the second guy. As soon as he pops up, you run straight to him.
Bam. Or you blow him up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Essentially, that's how, in my opinion, how you stop it. You have this guy right here running straight to him. He doesn't have a block he can execute. He can't block the guy inside, and the guy that he has to run and block is much harder block now because it's more distance.
Yeah. So now if he misses this, now that he can get around and make that tackle, and then you got this guy for your safety guy to squeeze him to keep him from getting outside and forcing him to the help. You get what I'm saying? So they're going to have to play that differently going forward, but they're going to have to commit to that. So then you're going to put pressure on. Then you're going to put pressure on the D linemen because now they can't miss no gaps. Because if you miss a gap, if you don't squeeze right, or if you get played out the wrong way, it's Kendrick Grimes.
The quarterback running game is what neutralizes that as well.
Okay,
and of course, down in distance kind of dictates.
So now,
what you can do.
if you're playing it if you're playing it like this, right, you're going head up, center, whatever, guard, tackle, blah blah blah, whatever. But remember, I still got a running back here. So now this can be my power back, and now you see what I'm saying? I can still run it like
you still got the +1 game.
I still got the +1. I still got the +1, and now that safety gonna have to play up. You get what I'm saying? So it's a chess game at this point of just like of dictating. Now watch, I bet you TC Taylor run the hell out this ball. I bet you TC Taylor run the air out this hole.
What you say? All the cuteness.
Oh, he didn't do it. Oh, TC about to. Oh, Rocky, you about to be pissed. Oh, Rocky, you about to be pissed.
Oh my God.
Oh, you about to be pissed.
Oh my goodness. What the hell is Jim? Okay.
Oh, shit. And he was out of bounds, so he couldn't even touch the ball anyway. I know my wife going crazy downstairs.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up?
Is this a choke job?
What formation they in, Rock? What formation? What I just tell you, Rock? What I just tell you? Rock, look at the formation. Look how the defense is playing it. Didn't I just tell you that? You got to commit.
Yeah.
Look how they playing it.
Yeah.
I do this.
Yeah.
They got to commit to it. So they got to commit. You can't play with it no more. You can't be in between. You got to commit to it. And how they playing it, Rock? How they playing it?
Just like you said. The only difference is they have the outside, they have the back guy outside. I wouldn't do it like that. Well, now they're doing it different now.
Yeah, I would throw it to the bottom of here. I would throw it to the bottom. Listen, guys, it's the reason why y'all watch this. It's a reason why you watch my show. I'm not telling you nothing I don't know. I do this, okay? I do this for real, for real.
You know what's interesting is they're playing that in a bear front. The home run is there for Southern if they can get it.
If they miss it, it's a home run every single time. And he got him. It's too easy. It's too easy. Watch you about to see because Jackson is such a hard crash team. They don't really have good discipline on backside. So once they see the ball, they're gonna crash in. Just what T said doing. And now I'm playing a time game. Because now I'm playing the clock and I still got the throw if I want it, Rock.
Long as you don't get a ball up.
Long as you don't get it, and they need to throw the ball. They need to throw the ball to the sides. You gotta make them. If you keep running it, I get it. That's cool. But you gotta hit the ball to the side at least once to keep them honest. To be like, yo, we can still go out there.
Scotty, this is almost, and guys that play Madden understand this. You gotta play. You can execute every time for 4 or 5 yards, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the patience to do it over and over and over again? Or are you going to go with the temptation to try some shit?
No. If I'm Mark Fredericks right now, I'm not changing it up. I'm not changing it up because they're not stopping it. They're not. Everything has been positive. You might not like the last play. It didn't get
it looks like the Alcorn game, sort of, right now.
Yeah, and that's why I said I like. Remember when I told you I like when he did the back plays, because I can show you something a million times and I can still do something different, and I can lure you to sleep as well, because you might think something is coming, but I might do something different off of it, right? Because you're having a hard time stopping it, so you're going to overcommit to something. You're going to overcommit to something, and I just got to be ready for the counter. But I'm telling you, he's got to get the ball to the outside to keep them DBs honest and to keep this defense honest. They can't stop it. What I would do though, I would start regular and then I would shift to it. Like I would start spread and then I would shift to the double. I like this. Throw it to the bottom. I like this. Throw it to the bottom. Yeah, I like this. Oh, not the tunnel screen. No, get back outside, young man. Get back outside.
I think that's a safe play. You punt the ball. Jackson State can't pee a drop right now.
No, I don't know. I don't like that, man. Like if you're playing, you're not. You're playing.
What I'm saying, Scotty, it's a safe throw. If you take a more risky throw, right?
The clock doesn't stop, and they get the 2-minute timeout and all. Yeah, I get you. I don't like the play call, but
now for my taste, when the box is light like that, I would just run the ball, Scotty. Like they literally had 4 guys in the box. I would have just ran.
I would have gone to the low.
I would have ran to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, to me, Southern is winning this game, but they're not winning it. The reason, this is my issue. You can still do the 2x2. This is my issue with Mark Fredericks, right? Okay, let's go to the board, right? You can run what you want to run, right? But you can shift to get there. That's my whole issue with everything that you're doing. You can shift to get there, right? Like, this won't clean off. Let me see. Let me erase all this stuff. Okay, so let's say you wanted to get to that formation, right? Of the 2x3, right? Or the 2x1 and the one. You hear, right? Motion him across and get him there and start the play. Get him in motion, right? So the defense is now shifting and they got to make a decision on what is coming.
You say, so rather than line up in the 3x1, shift or motion to the 3x1.
Yes. So now the defense has to think, because they're like, okay, who got this? Okay, you're going to drop that. And now I got you off balance. But if
and the call may have been based on what the formation was. And when you motion, they're not going to have time to adjust the call.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how you get people off their square. And that's how you get the eye discipline to change. And now I'm dictating you with the eye discipline as well. That is my issue when I'm not. That's the part of where I'm like, I have a problem with what's going on.
Do you kick it to Terrell right here?
You got to. Because I mean, if I'm my punter, I'm trying to tell my punter to keep it as deep as possible, but you got to kick it to him. We got to cover it. You got to cover it.
Okay, that's good.
And again,
it looks like he just tried to put air under it.
Yeah, to get there, everybody get there and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all he tried to do.
Yeah, I mean, Southern is playing an outstanding first half. You got to give them credit.
With the help of Jacoby and Morgan.
With the big help of TC and Jacoby and Morgan. Because it's TC believing in him. You know what I'm saying? It's TC believing in him.
So, Scotty, are you now convinced? I know the time is against you. Are you TC? Are you saying, okay, I'm going to have to.
Oh, my God. Dog, I don't know how he got that pass off. He done. He done. Za McDonald. Za McDonald. I don't know how he got that pass off. I do not know how he got that pass off. He's done, though. He's done. Oh, yeah, he's done. He's done.
Do you think it's PCL?
He's done. He's out.
Sprained knee?
Oh, now they got McCoy in it.
Hey, McCoy may be a bigger problem for Southern, though.
His running ability, but it ain't his throwing. It damn sure ain't his throwing.
Hey. And it fixed all of TC's problems with him wanting to pass the ball.
Oh yeah, now you definitely got to run it. Hold on, let me. Call lines are open, guys. 518-263-1.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Ooh, and again, when you plant your leg like that and get hit, it's okay. He jogged off. He might be good. He might be good. He jogged off. He might be good. He might have to bounce back. He might be good.
Oh, he was able to bend his hip. He was able to drop his hip, which allowed his knee to bend.
Boy, because I was about to say that thing. Look, you know this a run. You know this a run.
I still would test McDonald's legs out.
You know this a run. You know this. I don't know why they didn't. Come on, bro. You know that's a run. It ain't even. Come on, man. It's Za McDonald. It's a run. Is that McCoy or McDonald?
3 is McDonald.
Oh yeah. They got to leave somebody.
Remember I said that earlier today? I mean, not earlier this week. Southern has 3 quarterbacks they can win this game with.
Yeah.
Not Southern. Jackson.
And see now this is the thing. Now the pass rush can't tee off like they want to because he'll go right behind you. So now you got to leave a backer inside. You got to leave a backer inside for a QB spy, and then you let those guys tee off. Right. So now you got to go cover 0. You got to go cover 0 because you can't allow the linebacker. You can't allow Za McDonald to get off with his feet. Holding. That's holding. Thank you, ref. That's holding. Get up out of here. That's holding. Come on, man. It's holding. Bring it on back, sir.
I just want you to know. I want you to know this, Scotty. That's the last. Southern had the last sack they gonna have if McDonald is in the game.
I disagree.
They ain't getting no more sacks.
I disagree. I completely disagree because oh, it's a face mask going. Oh my God. Dog, that was holding all day.
Hey, they done got their last sack. Za McDonald,
Dude, that was holding all day.
I think you're right on that, Scotty. On the right tackle.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. But that ain't why. Hey, that ain't why the guy missed though.
That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Oh my dog. Oh my God. You talking about some home cooking? That is crazy to me.
That's not a touchdown because he lost his helmet, guys. That's not a touchdown. The play is over once the ball carrier loses his helmet.
That is crazy to me.
Scotty, football, these offensive guys make football so complicated. You get a guy who can maneuver in the backfield as a quarterback that is a true threat to run. It neutralizes your pass rush completely, in my opinion.
It doesn't neutralize your pass rush completely because that's why you're supposed to do a spy. But it does make it easier for them to do what they want to do. I think he's short. Now he's in the touchdown. Yo, that's a horrible series, bro. Like that, dog. I don't know how. Okay, the rule of holding is this: the hold cannot impede the player from making a play. Like if you're holding across the field, it's like, okay, they didn't have no dictation to the play or whatever. But if the guy is holding him, impeding him from making the play, that is an automatic holding. And how they don't throw that flag
Well, here's my question.
is
Here's my
crazy to
question.
me.
Here's my question, Scotty. As a ref, at the same time the holding occurs, you have a guy that's running straight to the quarterback. Do you even see it? You understand what I'm saying?
The hold came once he broke out the pocket, Rocky.
You're saying that once he made the move.
Once he made the move, it got around. That's where the holding occurred. And they're bringing it up right here. They're going to show you. They're bringing it up again. The hold came right on the right tackle. Look,
I saw it.
It's plain as day. It's as plain as day. It's to the side of the field.
The action is this matchup here. As the play progresses, do they grab Jelani Davis? Break pocket. Does he hold him? Yes. That's a hold. That's where we saw the flag fly.
He ain't. Hey, Scotty. But let's be honest. I'm a completely be honest with you, Scotty. That guy ain't making that play.
It's not that. Yes, he is. Rocky.
No. Okay. So you're saying he's tackling. He's tackling.
If you're impeding, if the rule is if you're impeding,
it's a foul, Scotty. I agree with you. It's a flag.
It doesn't matter if he can make the tackle or not, Rocky. I don't know because
I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking. I don't think he still even if he's unabated, I don't think he makes the tackle, which the flag should have been called. It's a holding. It's a holding call. I agree with you.
That is.
It should have been.
It should have been called. If I can see it, from the crib, Rock. Come on, man.
Now, Brandon, let me see. Bro, I'm not saying it wasn't a holding call. I'm looking at the play by the quarterback. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm saying, does that 300-pound guy, is he able to run down Zay McDonald in that situation? That's the only thing I'm asking. It was a hold, guys. It was a freaking hold.
That's that, man. Listen, and my issue, and again, see, this is my oh my gosh, man. That's why that 4th and 3rd to me is so oh my goodness. This is man. Just take a knee. If this is the shit you're gonna do, just take a knee. Don't even get your running back hurt if this is what you're gonna do. Dog, this is I don't. This is crazy to me.
I mean, you're right. Take a knee.
Take a knee. Agree. If that's what you're gonna do, take a knee.
Aaron, you're right. It's a hold. It's a hold. I called it a holding in real time. But I also want to recognize, you may want to fix the score, Scotty, but I also want to recognize this. They bought a guy who was mobile in off the bench due to an injury, and it's changed the complexion of what Southern has to do defensively. Those ends were crashing in down on Jacoby and Morgan so hard, he didn't have time to do shit. The play before, they crashed so hard on him, it was luckily he made a precise pass right away, and they were able to get down the field.
It might be a Tua and Jalen Hurts situation. You know what I'm saying? It might be one of those.
Well, explain this, and maybe some of you Jackson State fans can explain this to me. I never got the whole enthusiasm behind Jacoby and Morgan of how he was clearly the best quarterback. I didn't get that. Can somebody out there in the Jackson State ether explain to me why was it so clear to y'all that Jacoby and Morgan was the far and away the better QB option?
I'm gonna take this caller. He been holding for a while. 8572 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What up, Scotty? What up, Rocky? Hey,
what's up,
man, bro? I'm with you, Scotty. Man, the referee saw it. I can't believe. I mean, he was pulling the dude's jersey. I mean, I'm with Rock. I don't know if he would have been able to contain that quarterback, but man, you gotta call the call though, especially when you're looking down. That's your responsibility. if I'm not mistaken, that back judge the back of the line supposed to be looking for holding. Am I right?
That you're absolutely right.
Hey, I'm just
But that right there, that's not the
now
back
that
judge's call. I think the
It- it's-
mechanics on that, that's the referee.
It's a line judge or a back judge. It don't matter to me. What made it even worse is the play was developing to that side. It's different. It was a backside DN trying to run down and he didn't. And you missed the call. Okay, I can see that. Like the play wasn't going that way. The play was going that way. He was the next immediate defender, and you can see him being. Listen, you can listen. If I'm Coach Graves, we can't even talk about that. Because if you get stuck on that, you'll feel like the game.
It'll get away from you.
It'll get away from you. Because all you'll think about is the ref and how they cheating us and whatever. We're not at home or blah, blah, blah. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. I know we're still talking about it, but they got to let it go.
I got one question. Now that Jackson got another quarterback and Rocky made a good point, are they going to be able to bend their ears back and tee off at the quarterback? Because now you got to really account for that speed, and it can change the game.
It's only if they stick with Zai. If they go with Jacoby, if they put Jacoby back in the game, Southern's sitting pretty.
I don't think he's going back in.
Okay,
Scotty.
all right.
He twisted up that knee pretty good. He may not be mobile enough to even protect himself. I wouldn't put a young man back at a situation like that because you know, and I know, if you can't move, man, the way it was already teeing off on you already, it may not be a good situation for Jackson. But I got one more question before I get off. Man, I'm so glad to see my man get that job down there. Man, I'm sorry. I wish he would have been able to be the head coach at FAMU and got that job versus him being a position coach. But I mean, some things don't always turn out like I want to. But like y'all been saying today, man, Willie deserved a job at the Division I, man. He deserved a job because he can really coach. And my question to you all, do you think he go back and get Smitty to be his defensive coordinator, or he go somewhere else?
I think he's gonna go somewhere else, man. But I appreciate the call. Let me say this. I think both teams are in a really good spot right here, right? Because Southern is not seeing this in the third quarter. They've got time to now adjust and say, hey, if they go with Zai, this is what we're going to do. If they go back to Jacoby, this is what we're going to do. So they have that benefit. And now Jackson State also has a benefit. Say, hey, if we see this 2x2 formation, this is what we're going to do. And if they come out differently, we'll just run our stuff. Right. So I think like this. This is a great time to see who is really coaching and who is really making true adjustments to the game. Go ahead, Rob.
I want to ask you this, Scotty, before I make my comments. Who came in with the better game plan?
Southern.
Okay.
Right here, right now. So, because this is all accident that you're seeing from TC Taylor. Let's keep it a buck. This is a whole accident. Let's keep it a whole buck, right? This is a whole accident of what you're seeing from TC Taylor right now. Pure blank accident. If Jacoby never gets hurt, we keep seeing the same old stuff. So it's Southern and it's not even close. It's Southern.
I completely agree. And it almost like the thing that surprises me about it, Scotty, is that Jackson State came in with a game plan that made some assumption that Southern was going to be able to stop their running game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Southern, in my opinion, hadn't proven to be able to stop their running game. And for whatever reason, TC Taylor came in, throwing the ball on first down. The only reason you throw the ball on first down is if you think the team you're playing can stop your run on first down.
Yeah.
You don't voluntarily give first down away, man.
Hey, people in the comments, I want you guys to give me a grade for both halves. Pastor Vic, before we get to you, Rocky, give me a grade for Southern's first half, offense and defense, and then give me a grade for Jackson's half, offense and defense.
I give Southern's offense with a curve. I'm gonna give it an A. Without a curve, I'm gonna give it a B.
I agree with you on that. I'm 100% on that.
All right. Jackson State's offense, I'm gonna give them a straight D. And they were flunking until they missed that holding call.
That's fair.
They were flunking.
Yeah.
Until they missed that holding call. And then what in Jackson State on defense, to be honest with you, I think they have a solid B, right? They're doing pretty much what I thought they could do against Southern. The biggest problem is Jackson State's offense hadn't been able to put any pressure on Southern's offense. And that's so they can do. Coach Frederick has done a great job managing the game, but I only think you can play that game when you have a one-score lead.
Yeah, for you only can play for so long, and now that it's tied, you got to go back and taking chances, right? I completely agree with you on Southern's offense. I give it a B. Southern's defense, I got to give it an A, flat out A. I mean, they have come to play. Outside of this last drive that happened by accident, Southern's defense has been all world. Jackson State's defense, I got to give it a B minus, right? Like they started off really strong, but they didn't make the adjustments going forward. And Jackson State's offense is a straight D. Because I'm not giving you something that happened by accident. I'm not giving that to you. I'm really not.
You guessed, and the answer happened to be C.
I can't give you that. I cannot give you that. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then what goes forward is, who do you go back to? See, that's the kicker. This is where coaching matters. Do you stick with Zai in the juice he's giving your team, or do you go back to Jacoby and Morgan, your perennial starter? He's been there the whole time. This is a true Nick Saban moment right here, right now. Do you go with that guy, or do you make the change to Tua Tagovailoa and you go out and win a championship game? Go ahead, say your comment.
This is what I'll say, Scotty. It depends on what your second half adjustments are. If your second half adjustments are to go out and throw the ball around the yard, then I think you put Jacoby and Morgan in. But if your adjustments are to use the quarterback in the running game, which I think is and also feature Irv Mulligan and the running backs, also incorporate Terrell in the game as well as a runner on offense, I believe Jackson State can win this game with a dominant running game using creativity, motion, things of that nature. They don't have to throw the ball in to win this game, in my opinion.
I'm not going to lie. I think this has been a really good game. I guess it's been entertaining. It's been some bad coaching on Jackson State side, for real. But it's been an entertaining game.
It's making the game intriguing, though.
Very much so. Very much so. Pastor Vic coming to you, then Book coming to you next. What's up, Pastor Vic?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
No much, man. This is starting to remind me of the Grambling game, Scotty.
That's fair.
This reminded me of the Grambling game when he had to make a decision to put Jacoby and Morgan in to at least do something for the offense. But I'm gonna give it up to Southern, man. This ain't the same Southern team we saw week 3 against Jackson State.
Yeah, I agree.
Week 4 against Jackson State. This ain't the same Southern team. And this year, I can say this: Southern has got a lot of confidence throughout this year, and through the Bayou Classic, they have gained a lot of confidence. And whatever Graves have done to keep those guys upbeat this year and now, those guys got a lot better. Now, I can tell you one thing, that offense is still trash. Frederick's still trash as a coordinator. But he's keeping them close. But like you said, Rocky, he got to change it up and take the risk now.
Are you a Southern fan?
What's up?
Are you a Southern fan?
I'm a MEAC guy. I'm a football.
He's a South Carolina State fan.
Oh, okay. Well, if we get a Southern fan on here, I got a question to ask. Soon as we get a Southern fan on here. But hey, thank you for calling, brother.
All right,
man.
Hey,
appreciate it, Pastor Vic.
Man.
All right.
No problem.
What you got, Rock?
Well, this is what I want to ask the Southern fans, and this is what I was thinking about this morning when as you were announcing that Willie was being hired. Southern got to the championship with Odom and lost. Southern got to the championship with Dooley and lost.
Yep.
Southern has gotten to the championship with Terrence Graves. Is it Southern or is it the coaches? Is this just Southern? Is this just Southern being Southern? Or is it a situation where in order to win the championship, they're going to need a better coach?
I think to win the championship, I think it's going to be for this game. I'm going to say for this game. For this game, it's going to take a TC Taylor blunder and Southern playing out of their mind, like the Southern's defense to continue playing out of their mind. You get what I'm saying? Because right now, Mark Fredericks has the formula. I don't know if he can manipulate it enough, because you're going to get everything you want in that 2x2 formation. You just got to dictate it better and let your quarterback see it better. But let me get the book. Let me get the book for his call. Book coming to you. Hey, Book, you live.
Script. All right, hey, Script. Look, everybody keep calm. Tigers gonna still win. All right. So, but here's what we got.
You're favored. You're supposed to win. I'm not gonna give you that. Book. Come
we
on,
still
man.
gonna win. We
Come
still
on,
gonna
man.
win.
They were about 14 and a half.
So, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's what matters. He who has the better quarterback wins. We have 3 quarterbacks who are still good enough to win us the game. We got depth, right? Number one. Zy McDonald, to me, throws a better deep ball than all the 3 quarterbacks we have. He can throw a deep ball.
We haven't seen it yet, but okay, we're taking your word for it because we haven't seen it. But go ahead.
What you talking about? The last time he got in the game, he threw a strike. You know what I'm saying? But
he threw a crosser. He threw a crosser. What? You talking about in this game?
No. Last game he got in.
And what game was that?
When he drew.
We talking about garbage time, bro. We talking about when the game is on the line. Let's not talk about.
You don't even know what game you talking about.
Okay, but listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. Either way, you can go back to last year against FAMU. Every time he can throw a deep ball. Number one. Number two. Either way, right? We keep him in his zone of excellence. We don't try to do no too cute by half stuff. Run the ball, tighten the box up, let Zy get outside and get loose. We keep that, right? Once we get up 2 scores, Southern can go to sleep. Southern right now, we taking Southern's best shot. That's all they got.
Oh, since you talking we, what do you think about we coach?
Hey man, look, this is his first championship game as a head coach. Everybody got to learn. It's all good. It's all. I'm not bothered by it. It's all good because here's the thing: no matter what, and everybody gets a play call and critique. No matter what I have seen this year from TC and the staff is we got some leadership on the staff. The staff can lead, right? Just like with Southern, I expected Southern to come in and play with pride. I talk a lot of trash. I expect them to play with pride. I didn't think it was going to be this close, but I expect for them to play with pride. But right now, this is all they got. They ain't got nothing else.
Let me ask you this, because I feel a little Jackson State delusion coming along, right? Because if it was what you say it is, it wouldn't be tight right now.
Facts.
That's
right?
not true. Check it out. No, it's not. No, it's not, because that discounts. That's not saying that discounts everything that Southern did to get to the championship game. That's not true at all. I'm giving you credit. All I'm saying is, if we were going to fall apart, right? So like the Grambling game, put something the Grambling game. To me, if you want to look at what the difference is when we went against Alabama State, right? Everybody want to talk about yada yada. They ain't had no quarterback, but whatever. But the thing is, game gets tight when we need a play. The offense, the defense, or the special teams can get us a play. Southern can't.
Hey, bro, you needed a play, and it took Jacoby and Morgan to get hurt.
See the coaches. Jacoby Moore, we still got Zy. My thing is the play. The play doesn't have to come from one guy or from one unit. That's my point.
Okay, so again, you're the better team. Like you're saying, you're the better team. So again, you're favorite. Again, you should win this game. So the pressure, all the pressure is on you. That's what everybody's been saying.
It's not pressure. It's not pressure. It ain't no pressure. We just gonna do what we're gonna do. My thing again, we got leadership. You can see it on the sidelines when stuff get tight. It's literally, you can see it. It's like the game slows down.
Man, you tripping.
And we make a play.
Y'all was this far from melting down, bro.
Oh, quickly.
This far from melting down.
Let me ask you this, Book, before I let you go.
When melted down? We talking about since I melted down. When?
Listen, Jacoby wasn't doing nothing for y'all. Stop playing. Anyway, my question to you, Book, before I let you go.
No, I'm not saying melted down. I didn't say he was doing it. I'm saying melted down. There wasn't no melted down. They playing hard. It's a tight game. It's a championship game. Like, which one do you want? You want us to be favored, come in, blow it out? You say the SWAC is trash, it's only 2 teams? Or do you want to come in and see 2 teams be competitive Yeah, there's some mistakes being made, but it's a competitive game. It's a
No,
championship
listen,
game. Which one you want,
I'll
Fred?
always
Come
say,
on, man.
I'll always take a competitive game. I'll never say I don't want a
Okay,
competitive game. It can still be bad coaching and be a competitive game. Like, let's not count that out. It's not like it's just like, hey man, these kids are just giving your best haymakers and their stop. Like I can let me help you, because I know a lot of SWAC people don't understand like a competitive game without bad coaching. So a competitive game,
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man.
a competitive game with good coaching is, hey, big play, and then we stop you in the red zone. Like that's a competitive game.
Coach, can you hear me?
Or you go.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
All right, Coach, I'm gonna bring you in a sec. All right,
you're doing a great drive,
Okay.
and then they
All right,
stop you, and then they make you settle for a field goal. Like that's what that is. But today has not been great coaching by TC Taylor, flat out. It's just it's not been, and you're trying to lean on something that has never been your strength all year. That is bad coaching. Now, at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna let you go. Who do you keep? Do you go back to Jacobian, or do you keep Zion McDonald in the game?
I keep Zion McDonald in the game because I don't think Jacobian's in the best spot to give you the best chance to win because he's hurt.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, appreciate the call.
Hey, Coach Cole, Coach Cole then called in. What's up, Coach?
Yeah. Hey man, what's going on, fellas, boy? I tell you what, Southern's doing a good job. You know, of making TC Taylor and Jackson State play their game. You know, slow down. They don't spread them out. And what's happening on defense with Jackson State is gap integrity. The guys are not staying in their gaps, number one. Number two, the coordinators got to get them out of 4 eyes. Where are 4 eyes? They're sitting inside the tackles. And when you sit inside the tackles, the back is coming to read. And then every play that you see, they have big plays, they bounced outside. So he's going to have to go back base and put them on the outside, but make everybody be gap integrity. Those guys are running and trying to make the tackle when the linebackers should make the tackle. So I think they'll make a big adjustment when, you know, Southern go out and, you know, two stack. That's the adjustment they got to make. I think on offense, you know, you got to get back to what Jackson State do, and that's run the ball and tempo. They got to give them a good tempo. So when the backup quarterback came in, he sparked him. He can do something that Morgan can't do. He can extend plays, and he can get east and west real quick. I mean, north and south real quick. So I'm like the gentleman just hung up. I'm going to have to go back with the guy that got some spark. I think Jackson State needs to stop playing Southern game and play their game. And their game is running that football and then getting on the edges. So, but I take my hat off to Terrence Graves. They made Jackson State play their game in the first half.
Well, let me ask you this here, Coach, and then Scotty probably got something for you too. But Coach, why would TC Taylor, as a offensive play quarter and play caller and offensive coordinator, come in the game with a game plan not featuring his team's strength?
Well, you know, Coach, I've said it for the last 2 or 3 weeks, you know, about how TC Taylor has matured as a coach, and he's the only one can lose the game because he left trying to throw the ball a lot early in the year to finding out that his run games actually sets up his pass game. You know, hey, this is an egotistical sport, man, and we're playing in a championship game, and unfortunately, he's doing that. He's leaning on the throwing game, and we all see that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You know, and that's not a good coaching move. Hopefully, when you go in at halftime, man, either some of his coaches talk with him, either the coordinator talk to him, and say, man, we got to get back to doing what we do. And that's running the football, running off tackle, mixing some things up, and of course tempo. They got to get their tempo going. This Southern's game. Let me stay around, low score, and then at the end of the game, we got a couple of playmakers at Southern that go make a play.
Hey, Coach, let me.
I can tell you actually why, but as you guys said, it's not good for Jackson State.
Hey, Coach, let me ask you a question. If you're TC Taylor right now, who do you stay with at quarterback?
I'm gonna stay with the backup because he sparks us, you know. And Southern is stuffing the line of scrimmage, so this quarterback can do what? He can bounce and he can create havoc for Southern's defense, because that's all what Southern got is that front six, and that kid's got to be able to get an edge and make plays. Morgan likes to stay inside. But like I told you, they're forcing Jackson State to throw the football. They're saying if you beat us, you're gonna beat us throwing the football. TC Taylor's got him and the coordinators got to get together on calling plays when they're stacking, calling good run plays when they're stacking the deck. Like maybe some stretch, some zone stretch to get some seams. But sitting there trying to throw the ball and beat him, I just don't think that's going to happen.
All right. Well, the game's about to start up, Coach. We appreciate you. We'll see you at the post game.
Okay, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Rocky, for me, I think the biggest thing is this first drive and who plays the quarterback position. Who does TC roll with? And if I know TC, I think he's going to go back to Jacobian. I really do. I think he's going to go because I think he had been scarred by that McCoy situation.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, my bad.
Oh, you're fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think he's been. Oh wow. Oh my God.
Third quarter.
Oh, way.
Just got started here on the return, and Jackson State has an opportunity. And watch out for this speedster, the true freshman, Travis Terrell.
Oh yeah.
Just tripped up.
Disaster averted. For Southern fans.
Because
yeah.
This young man is
and you know this goes back to what we were talking about earlier in the week, Scotty.
Hey, turn the background off. You got the background on.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
They came in there saying, "Well, we expect Travis Terrell to run a kickback."
Let me just disconnect my phone.
He went with high. He
and he almost broke one to the house just then.
Oh,
let's hear more from the third member.
Am I good now, Scotty?
You're good.
My bad. So here's the thing, Scotty. Jackson has so many more ways to pull off a victory than Southern, as we talked about early in the week. Southern just has more answers Jackson has more answers than Southern.
Yeah. I think with this situation, it's about to get it's getting bad for Southern. It's getting bad for Jackson really bad because this is getting bad for Jackson because the situation is this. The more this goes bad the first drive, the more Southern gets confidence. Like you want Southern Southern stopping them.
You want to squish them right here.
You gotta squash it because they went into halftime with energy. They come back out. They like, oh yeah, we got this. You got to stop this drive right here, right now to get this game going. And they didn't. That was the issue. They had to, and they couldn't. That's sad, man. That's sad. You got to, man. And it's just like little things like that. That's a bad angle by the safety. Oh my gosh. That like
I think Marlon, what's his name? Marlon Brister III. I think he comes back now. I'm not sure his number, 21?
The safety?
Yeah.
I missed that. I don't know who his name is.
No. I'm talking about the safety.
That's another hold. Oh my God.
The safety that was the suspended against Grambling is back in the game, number 21. Oh yeah, that is a hold.
That was the one that missed the play.
Yeah. He's going to have a speed adjustment.
I want to me, if I'm Southern, I gotta run blitz. I gotta go cover zero. I gotta press up. I gotta make them throw the ball.
Hey, you know, Scotty. This is what I got. This is what I say, Scotty. You got to hold on. What up, Coach?
Tempo, baby, tempo.
Tempo.
What I tell you, Coach, tempo. I gotta get back and play like we the big dogs on the field. Playing, like this chips. Yeah, but play your game.
Play your game. All right, then, Coach.
All right.
This is just bad for Southern. This is bad. They had to squash that drive out. They had to, and they're not going to. They had to squash this drive out, and they're not going to. And that's the issue that I'm having right now, is that you got to make the plays when they're there to be made. You got to make the plays when they're there to be made. You just got to. And to me, you know they're going to run the ball. Run blitz. They're not going to put the game in Zion McDonald's hand. They're going to run the ball. They're not going to make him pass the ball. Run the ball. I don't understand it, man. I do not understand it at all.
So you risk giving it up in the passing game just to stifle the run?
Got to, because I'd rather you throw it. How have they gotten down here every single time?
Run the ball.
Running the ball.
They're gonna run. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
If this ain't home cooking, bro, I don't know what else is, bro. But that's a flag. Yeah, that's a flag. Yeah, that's a flag. That's a flag. It's not a bad. It's a flag. It's a flag. I don't know if it's PI. Might be like illegal contact. I don't know if they call that in college, but.
So here's the deal, Scotty. This is what I'll say about that.
Oh wow, I'm just stronger than you. I'm stronger than you. When you see this run, that's all that run said is I'm stronger.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm better than you.
There's nothing you can do with me.
Yeah, that's just I'm better than you. It's very simple. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Again, but Rocky, how did they get here? How did they get here?
Running that thing, man.
You got it. Listen, I don't give a. I'm selling out. You're going to have to beat me throwing the ball. I'm selling out.
Outside of that must throwing situation, which was facilitated because yeah.
The second and 20. Like dog, I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. And if I'm a Southern fan, it's like a double-edged sword, because you're seeing the non-calls that you're getting. You didn't get the holding call. You didn't get the last holding call that just happened on the pass play. You didn't get that one either, right? And then on the flip side is we're not stopping them when we need to. It's a bad way. It's just a bad look all the way around, man. And it's tough. If I was a Southern fan, it's tough. Absolute tough. Oh, let me change the score. So now, again,
yeah, when you're the underdog and you're also not getting the breaks, it's very deflating.
Very
deflating.
Very much so.
Now, again, is this situation solely due to the referees not making calls?
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm not going to say that. But
I will say that touchdown, this game is not 10-10 half.
Okay, yeah, no doubt.
This game is not.
Now, you do understand, Scotty, on that hold, there was a face mask, so it would have been offsetting penalties.
That's fine, but it's the game is not 10-10. You can't tell with about a minute and 15, maybe 59 seconds. It's not 10-10. Southern goes up at half. Maybe it might be 6-10.
Okay, I get you.
But it ain't 10-10. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that literally got them down to the 2-yard line. To the 3-yard line. You know what I'm saying? So
now again, this is gonna make for an interesting week if either team, no matter who wins, right? Because in my opinion, Jackson State wins, they're gonna be asked quarterback questions all week.
It's no way you go. It's no way you go into South Carolina State with Jacoby and Morgan. It's no way. It's no way you walk into the Celebration Bowl with Jacoby and Morgan.
So, Scotty, let me ask you this, and Coach Cole has alluded to this. He says some guys, and he said this about Andrew. He says some guys you don't get their full capabilities until you see them in game situations. Could Zai McDonald be one of those players? Like, you don't know
what you got until you see him in the game.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
he made and because I'm bringing Andrew up for this reason. They were saying in practice, the white kid, his passes were more precise, his passes were more on time, and that's why they decided to go with him in the SWAC MEAC challenge. And Coach Cole was like, I don't give a damn what he do in practice. Have you seen him play in a game? Once you see what Andrew has done in the game, you don't have to let practice dictate that decision.
Oh my God, this game's over. This game's over. This game is over.
Wow.
Nope, he's not down. He's not down.
That was a great pass by T-Set and a pretty good run by the wide receiver. He just got it stripped.
I mean, what?
He undressed him.
That's just horrible. That is just horrible. That's just tough.
At the worst time too,
At
man.
the worst time. At the worst time. I don't know why Southern called it. Oh, go ahead and review it. Go ahead and review it.
And they throwing it to a guy that I hadn't heard touch the ball all season.
But they haven't really thrown the ball all season. That's just never really been their strength all season. And I mean, great throw by T-Set. You know, it just yeah, that ball is out, man. I mean, I don't know what you want to say. That's a great play by number 5. It's a great play by number 5.
Wow.
Protect the ball. I mean, people talking about get down. No, protect the ball. I mean, you're supposed to run as a receiver. What you supposed to do? You're supposed to run as a wide receiver.
Only thing I'll say about the play is that he almost should have kept the other hand over the ball until he cleared that guy. You know what I mean?
You talking about run like this?
No, or just have his hand over like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, until he cleared that guy.
I get you. I mean, as a you want to get gone. That's why you get that natural. You want to get gone. You know what I'm saying? And he just couldn't get gone. I mean, like it's just it. He just couldn't get gone. Again, you got to run blitz. You got to run blitz. I mean, jet sweep or bubble. You see there in man. This is a huge drive by. Look like somebody's down. This is a huge. I don't know if you should be with Travis Terrell right here. I think you need to keep Irv in the game. But But yeah, you gotta man up on this one. You gotta man up. Listen, man. I think. Listen, I see a lot of people like go down. Better listen. If
this is your third time touching the ball all year. You not going down.
In the open space. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I got the ball.
You win the SWAC championship. Like, you trying to make a play.
Yeah.
You trying to make a play.
Man. What was the guy's name? Kirkwood? What was his name?
Yeah, Kirkwood.
Let me see how many catches old Kirk got all season. stats receiving. Kirkwood has 15 catches all season.
Listen,
That's one catch a game. Or there were 2 games when he had a couple catches. I don't know, man. Hey, he just 7 catches. Well, the leading receiver, which is Darren Morris, only has 33. They just not a passing team.
they're not a passing team. They're not a passing team. That's just not what they do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it go. I mean, this is a huge drive by Southern's defense has got to step up right here, because if you let this game get away from you with 2 scores, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Your offense is not built like that, and you need a blitz right here. You need the blitz.
On 3rd and 6, what does he do?
I think this is a great play call by TC. I think he called a great play. You'll see it. They did a rub route.
Oh, yeah.
A natural pick route. I mean, that's a great play call. If they're going man, natural pick call, you do what you do.
Hey, man, TC got some pass plays. He just needs a passer.
He needs a passer, right? But again, like you, oh my God! I don't understand it. Like you can't play off, and you got to get 6 yards. You don't. That's just the stuff I cannot stand. Like when you see the play, the dude up top is playing 10 yards off. They motion to it, probably gonna do another rub route or run the ball. Like it. Come on, man. Like you can't play off.
Wow. I see the cushion.
Oh, that should have been a touchdown. You can't play 10 yards off. You just can't. Because as a receiver, you're giving me a free release. That's number 1. You're not disturbing my route. That's number 2. Like at least play 3 or 4 yards off, but like 10 yards off?
So let me ask you this. Was TC bullied into playing Jacoby and Morgan?
I don't think he was bullied. I think he thinks he's the better passer.
No, I mean, but he was trying to play all the other guys early in the season.
But he didn't really play McDonald like that. It was really McCoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a huge stop by. That's a huge stop by Southern right there. That's a huge stop. They needed that. But yeah, man, like
but they're playing into Southern's hands, man. I don't know what TC's doing.
Listen, at the end of the day, and Book, I see you. Let me. I'll get you after the field goal. My thing is this.
I don't know what TC's doing, man.
My thing is this. At the end of the day, and this is why, to me, Zy McDonald.
2nd and 6, you run the ball 4 times. You run the ball 3 times to get it, man. Come on, get out of here.
Thing with Zy McDonald, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, Scotty, this, oh, Scotty." Zy McDonald is not a true quarterback. Like he's not a progression guy. Like, see, that's the limitation. So to me, it's like if we stop the first progression, what is he gonna look to do? Because he don't want to make a mistake. He don't want to throw a bad ball.
He gonna hold it.
He gonna hold it, and he gonna try to run. So it's you gotta.
But that works for this game. That usually works for the SWAC, Scotty.
Yeah, it does. Hey, Book, coming to you.
Scotty.
What's up?
So I can't be at the level of shit talking that I was gonna be at had we scored a touchdown, because I totally agree. I don't know why, whatever, but we still good, right? So like I said, when we need a play, we're gonna get a play, baby. We're gonna get a play. We up 10. We stop Southern this next go round. We're gonna drive back down. Even if we get a field goal, Southern go sleep. Is it? That's it. Now, just like you said, the thing that to me that we have to keep Zy, like I said, in his zone of excellence is don't ask him to do the things that he has shown that he doesn't do well continuously. What's that? Go through progressions, right? Don't put him in those positions. Put him in his positions where he can use his athleticism. He has a throwing lane because he can't see over the line, and he can do what he does well. I think the only other thing is some of these snaps got me nervous that I'm up.
Oh, they've
them
been
snaps ain't
high,
looking
they've
good
been
at all.
low. Yeah, they've been dribbling back there. Yeah. Okay, this is my thing, right? Okay. I see the limitations with Zion McDonald. If I'm listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm South Carolina State, because we're scouting everything. If I'm South Carolina State, I want Zion McDonald to play. And the reason I want Zion McDonald to play is because I know he's limited. I know if he don't get his first read, he's going to run. It's very simple. If he don't get his first read, he pulling the ball and he running. Jacoby and Morgan, he will go through his progressions. He won't go to the backside. That's what he won't do, but he will go 1, 2, 3 front side. You get what I'm saying? Like he'll go, hey, slant to corner to check down on the front side. He ain't doing nothing backside, but he will stay front side.
Yeah.
Zion McDonald is like, I got this slant. I'm gonna hit this slant. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what he's gonna do. I got this slant. I'm gonna hit this slant, and he's gonna do very well. Or like TC called that the GT quarterback pull, right? Like that's right up Zion's lane. That's right up his lane. Like I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So it's to me, I think for TC to get Zion comfortable, it needs to be screens. It needs to be bubble routes. Because you just want to get the
screens, bubble routes.
You just got to get the ball out.
Him roll
yes.
So I think my thing is have him roll out and disguise some of those weaknesses where you can give him two level throws on the rollout. You know what I'm saying?
Book. Let me say this, Book.
Tight end in front of him, and then he's got somebody a little deeper.
Hey, Book. I think they should play Zah like a point guard in basketball. That's how they should set the game plan up.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Because again, he's like a scoring point guard out there. He's not a great passer, but he passes well enough to keep everybody in the game. And the cool thing about it is he can finish too. That's what I like about having Zion in the game, is that he can finish too. And so and it seemed like Jacoby and Morgan wasn't gonna be able to finish today against that front four against Southern. They were just on his ass too quick.
They put pressure on. They putting pressure on. But but you see, hey man, they turned that intensity up. Irv just he turned that intensity up.
No, they just gave him the ball.
Out. Hey, it's
they just gave him the ball. That's all they did, Book.
Huh?
They just gave him the ball.
Gave who the ball?
Well, you know.
No, I'm just saying he's talking about Irv turned his intensity up. I say no, they just gave him the ball. I mean, if you had given him the ball, it could have been the result.
What's the rule? How much smarter do you have to be than the thing you're trying to use to be successful? 10%. I just need you to be 10%. Give the guy who got 1,000 yards in 9 games the damn ball, who shows you that he can fight through first contact. Give that guy the ball.
Yeah, I didn't like that last drive with a lot of Terrell and going up the. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
I don't know why they do that. To me, it's
that
like
don't make sense.
I don't want to.
Or at least go with like a Miller, like go with another power back. You know what I'm saying? Like go with Miller, with Irv. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't like Terrell in that situation. I don't think that's a good situation.
To me, it's like when you send Terrell up the middle, it's like putting Reggie Bush up the middle. It's not. It can happen, but later something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Agree, man.
Keep
hey, Book, appreciate the call, Brody.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
He's like T said is really forcing this, man. Like it's there, but that's not where. Oh my God. Illegal touching?
What's that?
It's like if it's like a legal formation. So it's like
he was covered up.
He was covered up.
Okay. That's lost it down.
And a penalty. It's in. Oh my gosh, man! I'm not. I just don't get it. How do you go into half and come back out of half and you never go back to the 2x2 formation that got you your lead?
Because you spooked.
I don't know what you're expecting. I don't know what, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think that was a good decision by. I don't think that throw was a good decision by T-Stat.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
The inside man was.
There was a guy there.
There was a guy there, and you're literally trying to. If you throw to the three, if you throw it to the stack, you probably get that off. That's a good tackle. Great tackle. If you throw it to the stack, you probably get that off. But if not,
Scotty, let me ask you this: on the 2x2 set,
what's up?
Could you get the running back down the seam?
I would. Okay, let me show you how. No, and let me say why, right? Because this is how they're going to play it. Oh man, let me take this down for you. Let me clean it off for you real quick. But all right, here we go. Oh, I still got stuff here. Let me just erase this stuff. All right, so I say no, and the reason is because it all deals with the safety play in the middle of the field, right? So you got backer. I think. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's 2 backers in here. So it'll be 2 backers in here. Right. So probably guy over here or however Jackson State, because sometimes they put their backers over here, but we'll just put it right here, right? So getting them down the seam, it will be difficult because, and then you got the guard.
Oh, because the safety's looking right in the backfield.
The safety's going right down the backfield, right? So it's like if I got the quarterback and then the running back, right? Now, how I would do it is I would set it up to where I would go stack on this side, and then I would go base on this side like a regular formation. And then how I would do it is, depending on where the safety is, I would move the backer. So I would probably move my running back to this side, right? So if this is the quarterback, I would move my running back to this side, and I would play action him here, and then he rolls it up.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So I would get him flowing down. So
and then run by him.
I would do a fake screen here, fake stock block, and I would either fake the throw and have him run it up.
He is passing that motherfucking ball, man. I don't know. Excuse my language. God damn, why is he passing so much?
But that would be how I would kind of draw it up to kind of get the motion and stuff. Go ahead. No, you good. Got him. That's a holding. That's holding. Jesus Christ, that's holding again. Jesus Christ, that's holding again. He did 4 straight passes, Rocky.
I didn't see the first down play, but the second, third.
Yeah,
but it was second. It was 2nd and 10, so I assumed it was a pass.
Yeah.
Hey, did he do 3 passing plays just then?
Yeah, somebody let us know if he did 3 passing plays.
All right, so he got a no gain. There was a no gain on first down then. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what TC is doing right now. Just leaning into Zy McDonald in his arm like he's freaking Joe Montana right now. But yeah, back to the play, man. That is something I would do just to try to get it. Or how I would set it up is I would do a pump and go over here, right? I would fake. This will be a fake stock block right here. Let me get this out the way. This will be a fake stock block go. and then he would come back. I would have him fake and come back hard to sell this. And depending on how it's played, if the corner's here and they're playing a man here, it's a perfect play call. If they're playing off, it's a little harder. So what's going to happen is he's going to have to really sell this stock block, and he's going to have to go out a little wider and then come back to really sell him on coming down, and then he goes around and for the touchdown. And the safety can't get to the numbers. There's no way he can get to the numbers that fast. He might get the tackle, but he won't get to the ball. So that's how I would do that. But yeah, you got to set it up somehow.
Because that's what looks like vulnerable to me when they're in that 2x2 set. Who's guarding the running back? Who has the running back and they're in the passing game? I'm talking
And again,
about.
you could see. Let's go back to this. I'm sorry. You got me. How you would know who has the running back is by motioning him to a certain position to see who slides. Is it the safety's man? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Is that the safety's man? Is this the linebacker's guy? Is this the inside slot backer? Is this his guy? You do all that. And then you motion him back inside and you say, okay, now I know what this is supposed to look like. You know, I'm like Lethal Shooter. Now I understand it, right? So it's like, it's all of that. So, but you're not.
These dudes are in the middle of a championship game dancing.
Who? Southern?
On the HB. No. Some guys in the stands.
Oh.
Doing a dance routine.
So that's how I would. Let me bring this down. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that's how I would do it. But yeah, Fredericks is going to have to score at some point in time here. He's going to have to get across at least change the field. Okay, so now, you see how they're playing it right now? So now I would motion. There you go. That's a flag. That's got to be targeting. That's got to be targeting. That's got to be targeting.
Yeah, that's got to be targeting.
That's got to be. I mean, once you see the replay, it's kind of like not. But in fact,
he hit him in the head and neck area.
But my issue is this: why are you motioning to the short side of the field? Like that is the Rocky. That is so stupid. I'm gonna take my guy and drag him to the short side of the field. I gotta go to the wide side. Okay, so now you see the safety's on. So now I'm going to the receiver in the slot because I see the safety's on him.
I see what you meant by that play. The guy kind of like ran into the guy. He didn't hit him.
Yeah. It's there.
That's the zone. That's zone looks like.
It was man. This next play is man.
No, it's zone.
It's man with a QB spy.
It's man.
It's man with a QB spy. And he missed him.
It's man. Yeah.
And he missed him. He straight missed him.
That was a touchdown.
It's there all day. They're going cover zero with a man spy. They're like, hey, again, you got to see it, you got to block it, you got to throw it, you got to catch it.
Well, what does that got to do with football? I'm talking about the football game. That's what I was talking about. I was wondering why grown men were dancing in the middle of a football game.
And when you got a guy running like that, Rock, you don't got to put it on him. You got to put air underneath of it to let him run under, like to let him track it. You just lob it up there and let him go get it because the guy's already out of position. So what is he going to do? He's going to face PI you when you're trying to go up and get the ball. It's just, man, I don't know.
TC got them pass plays and he want to call them. You hear me?
He said, we up 10. Let's run it up. Run. It's a run right here. There's got to be a run right here. I would run blitz all day.
He should run Zah McDonald. Shit.
I'm not understanding why this dude is not run blitzing. I don't get it.
Is that late? No.
They called it.
Oh, they did. He was on the white.
They said another mishold.
Yeah, he was on the white.
This is just again, why is the defensive coordinator not run blitzing? You know what it is, bro.
Because their linebackers don't read the run very well. They don't come downhill very well.
That's all Zai McDonald's going to do. Literally. I'm supposed to go there. I'm going to throw it there.
I mean, I can deal with that. But what makes that any better than a zone read? Or it's a 4 or 5 yard pass, and you've been running for that the whole game. You know, this is
again, the guy that is by himself needs to be playing closer. That boy Zai McDonald, a lightning bug. That boy a lightning bug. That boy a lightning bug. That was nasty how he slipped through that jank. That jank is nasty how he slipped through that crease. That was nasty.
bringing Zai McDonald into the game was a great adjustment by T.C. Taylor.
It wasn't.
You know, him bringing him into the game just at that point in time on the series right before half.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Bubba in
Yeah.
It reminds me just like Bubba with Southern. Literally, you had no choice because you went with Harold Blood. He threw a pick. You went to Noah. He threw a pick. No. I'm sorry. You went with.
Now you had.
It was Bashawn McCray. It was Bashawn McCray and Harold Blood. You went Bashawn McCray first. He effed up. Then you went Harold Blood. He effed up. Then you went back to Bashawn McCray.
Yeah.
He effed up. And then you put Bubba in the yard. Just put Bubba in the game. And then Bubba just had 24 points, unanswered.
Yeah.
24 points unanswered. But again, if I'm South Carolina State, I want that kid. That's who I want because I know.
So let me ask you this here, Scotty. Do you think South Carolina has the DBs to guard them man to man?
Absolutely.
See, that's the only reason why you want Zai if you have the secondary to match up with the wide receiver.
The reason I want Zai is because he doesn't scare me throwing the ball. But that's not what they want to. Again, I understand you don't want to be. He doesn't scare you running the ball, but what he can do in the run game, can it pose problems to you? I wouldn't be scared of Jacoby and Morgan either. The reason for me, the reason for me is this. If I know all you can do is run, I can prepare for that. I can prepare for that.
If you had the personnel.
If I can prepare for that. That's just you gotta cut that back, bro. I can prepare for that because again, Zai McDonald is not going to kill you with his arm. He's just not. And I can live with that. And I know going forward that we got to stop the run. If we stop the run, and this is the thing. You can't, with Jacobian, you can just send people, right? You can just go. But with Zai, now you have to, this is the only part about it. Me sending guys is not with my DNs, it's with my linebacker, right? So my linebacker sends the pressure, and then my DNs clean up because they press and hold. Go ahead.
Well, this is what I would say about Zai, and is that the kind of rush you send at Zai is a different kind of rush than you send at Jacobian. as you can see, that all-out rush that Givens was doing with Jacobian, it worked because you can count on where Jacobian was going to be. With McDonald, they're still doing that all-out rush. They just missing. You know what I mean? Because he's been able to get up under the.
Again, Rock, I'm explaining it to you. I'm explaining it to you. You can't press. That's what I'm saying. Like, you, as a DN, I can no longer press up the field because now I'm leaving the gap. I can't press anymore. It's either one of two ways. Is that you either want them to press in the linebacker, and the linebacker scrapes and he's there, right? Or you hold and you allow the middle pressure to get there, and as he tries to escape, then I go get him. You see what I'm saying? It can't be, it has to be one or the other. It has to be one or the other. You can't just fly, because it's either one or two things. It's like you fly, right? It's either one or two things, right? You fly the edges, right? So DN, it's either you fly the edges to make him step up, and then you clog this up, or you press and hold. You look and read, you read and react for your DNs, and they send the pressure to get him to come out, and then you read and react.
Now, the other thing you can do also, you can crash your defensive end and loop the linebacker around, giving him false pressure.
And then and he cleans it up. You know what I'm saying? He cleans it up. So it's one of those situations. But to me, like, you gotta keep him in the pocket as best you can. You just gotta keep him in the pocket as best you can.
But I think you're right. If you can figure out how to stop the Jackson State running game,
crap. He don't beat you. He can't beat you throwing the arm. He can't beat you throwing the ball. He's not gonna kill you throwing the ball.
But those, and I'll even say this. Based on what Southern does better, ZA is just a tougher matchup. You know what I mean, for Southern. You know what I mean? Like, because Southern is a pressure defensive team. They put pressure on the quarterback. ZA is just a tougher matchup than the Jacobian was. You know.
No, it's tough.
It looks like TC Taylor wasn't gonna stop passing. He didn't give a damn if he had who's at quarterback. He gonna pass that damn ball.
And again, there's not enough blitzing. You can't. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's not enough blitzing. It's too much catching, right? Because when you allow offensive linemen to get out, like, instead of you picking up the block here, you're allowing them to get up and get you back here in all this space. Come on, man. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna just keep saying that.
Now, we're really on TC for passing the ball, but he's only attempted 12 passes total for 92 yards. But
just think if he didn't pass, Lord have mercy.
But it almost seems like passing is a bailout for Southern. It bails Southern out.
Yeah.
Look like T said is running that thing now. Wow.
That was a dot. Oh, what was that? A blitz.
Looked like Southern had some tempo. I really would like to see Southern get in here. My goodness.
If Southern can get a touchdown here and make it a 10-score game, that's not a bad situation. I don't think you want to go. I don't think you can go field goal right here. You just can't go field goal right here. But again, I'm gonna keep saying this. Southern has nothing to lose while they're blitzing. Like, bro, you weren't supposed to win the game anyway. You're not favored. Like, leave it all on the field. Make Zai have to do something amazing to beat you. Like, come on, man. Like, we sending double A gap pressures. We doing all that. And what I'm going to tell is like, hey, Kelby, fake blitz, fake come, no Diddy. Fake pressure, and then slide out. I'm telling my DNs, fake pressure, slide out, and whichever way he comes at you, then you attack.
Play him for the bail. Play him for the bail.
Play him for the bailout. Play him for the bailout, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, or you can kind of do what they used to do against Vic back in the day. They called it a must rush, where they wouldn't rush. They would just almost like stalk him just to pin him down in the pocket. You know what I mean? No, we're not shocked by this outcome, Mr. Campbell, but we were shocked of how competitive the game was in the first half. And now, Mr. Campbell, are you shocked that Jacoby Morgan had to be unseated for Jackson State to win the game, to get the lead? And do you think Jacoby Morgan will start in the Celebration Bowl? Now, Scotty, what makes Jackson State's running game so hard to stop?
The O-line. O-line blocks really well together. They move as a unit, and that's the biggest thing. And then you have a blunt force instrument, Irv, that is just hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they can't get, he can get you 2 or 3 by himself. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's hard to go down with the first contact. I want to hear what Jay's saying real quick. Okay. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. He said. Ooh, quarterback play is just bad, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. You got one quarterback that's a jitterbug and wants to run everywhere.
So Scotty, make me understand this. Why was the wide receiver running toward the defender when he could have
stayed wide? Yeah, stay wide and ran the space. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and
fair.
I think that's what T said was throwing the ball
to the space. That's fair. Oh, that boy Kendrick different. That was, that can't be 4th. No, they didn't give him. Oh, wow. They didn't give it to him.
That's close.
Because I thought he was on top of the guy, so.
But it's where the ball goes out of bounds.
4th and 5?
No, ain't no 4th and 5.
Unless that yellow line was at the wrong spot. I'm confused.
Yeah. Yeah, the yellow line had to be at the wrong spot.
Damn.
Let me see how my nephew them are doing. They're playing South Dakota State.
Okay.
He plays for Tarleton. And let me see how that game is going.
They said the yellow line was at the wrong spot. 4th and 5, some BS. Leave the SWAC refs. Listen, this is a huge drive. This is a huge drive by. This is a huge next drive by Southern.
All right. So, Incarnate Word is leading Villanova 10-6. North Dakota State is leading Abilene Christian 20-17, and Tarleton State is leading South Dakota 21-14. Let me see, my nephew got any picks or anything, because he's a ball hawk, man. He's a ball hawk. He plays safety for him. Let me see.
Yeah, this drive is for the game. Yeah, this drive is for the game. Here
We
go.
can't hear. I can't hear Jay if you got him playing in there. I can't hear him.
No. I was commenting on. I would have let that ball go out of bounds. I wouldn't have caught that. Here we go.
Do you throw the ball the series if you TC?
No, I gotta get that clock rolling. But you gotta blitz. Somebody was trying to stop to get a call. I think Zod throws it to the short side of this field. If I'm the corner, I got to squeeze on this. I think he might throw it to the short side.
Man, I'm giving that ball to Herb, man.
Yeah, but he did. And he dragged them too. Don't nobody believe in tackling legs no more, I guess.
Yeah, he's giving them boys a ride.
Boy, get your ticket. Get your ticket. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Watch the quarterback. I think 3rd and 3. I'm doing quarterback pull or quarterback power or whatever. Like
QB power or power pass.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Nope. You're not gonna like this, Rock.
I don't think it was a bad play. I think that
no, it was no lead block.
Yeah.
It was just him by himself. There's no lead blocking.
I would have liked the QB power better than that. If you're gonna run the quarterback,
run the QB power, so at least he can have some lead blockers, right? Like it's just him by himself. That's tough. You got to return this, Kendrick. Oh, Kendrick. Oh, good. Oh, boy, that boy Matt. No, boy. Did they got running into the kicker, or I didn't think he hit? I didn't think the kicker hit him.
No, he didn't hit him.
I think he just landed wrong.
Yeah, he didn't hit him.
Nah, T Rose. They don't do SWAC officials or MEAC officials. They do out of conference officials to do the Celebration Bowl. I think the first one I went to was
They'll use Big South, but do use FCS officials, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the MAC. I think the MAC called
those aren't FCS officials.
I think the MAC or the AC, the
who's in the footprint?
AC, Coastal,
SEC.
AAC. Thank you. The AAC. That's who did it. The one where I went to.
American Athletic Conference.
Yeah, I think that's the one that did it when I watched South Carolina State and Jackson. That's who did it the last time when I watched it. So, is Mulligan an NFL back?
Depends on how he runs for me.
I think he is, but his injury proneness is what bothers me. For a guy that runs as hard as he does to be as injury prone as he is, That's the only problem that I don't.
I want to know his straightaway speed though to really know.
Yeah, that's fair. I think he runs a 4.5 or 4.6. I think he runs a 4.5, 4.6. But
I think he's physical enough. I don't know if he has the ability though.
I think he's if I was putting him on a team, like he's a Steelers type of back.
So to me, he reminds me of like a Marion Barber kind of guy or a James Conner kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I love Marion Barber. I love Marion. That was my guy, the Barbarian, Marion the Barbarian. I love Marion Barber.
Yeah.
I can give you that. Marion was a hard tackle, but he didn't have no breakaway speed. None. He was getting caught.
And I haven't seen Irv in the open field very much. You know what I mean? I've seen him dragging guys. I've seen him breaking tackles. So the vet looks half full.
Let them tell it. It's Pat.
60,000. In that first half, they were quiet as a church mouse. You hear me?
That was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty. That was a bad ball by T-Set. Jesus, you cannot leave that ball in the inside. That's actually a flag too, by the way. But to each his own.
Let me see.
That's a flag, by the way. I just want to be very clear.
Did he throw to the right guy, Scotty?
I don't mind the matchup, the one-on-one. I just think it was a bad ball. He left to the inside, and it was a flag because the dude pushed him. But
and he was covered.
Yeah. That to me, that's the guy I would. If I was attacking a DB, that's the guy that I would attack. And I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the guy I would attack. That was a bad back shoulder ball because that back shoulder ball is supposed to be to the out of bounds boundary. It's not. He left it to the inside, and that's a bad ball. And the receiver didn't really do a good job of adjusting to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Can Terrell finish this game off?
I honestly don't think there's enough time for. I think Southern needs a turnover. Like they need a short field to make this thing work. And I'll say this: I think Southern was pressing. They didn't need to do that.
God damn, TC. I know he's not passing a lot, man, but it seemed like he chooses the awfulest time to pass the football, man.
The absolute wrong time.
Because it seems like he passes when he doesn't have to pass. First down, second and 5. Come on, man. You don't have to pass.
What? Southern got a penalty? What? Southern got a penalty? Shh, I didn't think that was possible.
You mean Jackson State?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to them, it helped them out, but Jackson State got a flag. I'm surprised. I am uberly shocked. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a draw, and I would still blitz. I would still. The safety needs to come down.
I'm screen draw right here. I'm not running nothing else.
That's a punt. Oh, Jesus Christ, boy. That's a punt.
Screen draw.
Bama's over here getting excited. That's just a punt. Now you tell me if that was a good pass. See, and if I'm South Carolina State, I want that guy throwing the ball.
That's a punt, Sky.
That's a punt. That's a punt.
Down inside the 10-yard line.
I'm cool with that. It's a punt. It's a punt.
Screen or draw. What's wrong with that, TC?
Keeps the clock rolling, all that.
Come on, man. And your quarterback's on the ground hurt. Who's the better runner, McCoy or Zah?
I like Zai. I think he's a little shiftier. I think McCoy has more breakaway speed. I think McCoy. But listen, McCoy, that Bama, you need to put that nigga at wide receiver. Okay, like he like
He got them kind of wheels.
what? Yeah, boy, can fly. That boy can. You need to put McCoy at for real. McCoy need to be playing wide receiver. Like put six. He like 6'2", 6'3", like and can fly. Oh yeah, we putting you at receiver, my boy, because you throwing the ball. Mm-mm. 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 So
here, this is where you don't know football, right here, bro. Emmett. Why would you throw a 50-50 ball up 14 at midfield? Why? He should be protecting the football right now. I would be protecting the football. You got to pass here if you're Southern, right?
absolutely. You gotta speed it up a little bit. But you don't gotta force it. Like it could be a bubble screen. It don't gotta be nothing deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to get the drive going. You don't really gotta go for the gusto for the whole play right here. You could do a wide receiver tunnel screen or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta oh shoot. Rocky, he gimpy.
Yeah, he didn't even try to get up.
Oh, snap. Now you might gotta go back to Jacoby. Now you might gotta go back to Jacoby and Morgan. Rock. This might be a game. This might be a game.
Hey, we can say last time Jacoby and Morgan was in, they was up by 7, huh?
Somebody needs to fire Fredericks right fucking now. Bro, you go twins left, tight, and they put Noah Biden in. That was a damn good catch, though. My issue is this. Okay, you want to keep Noah Biden. Noah Biden's probably a little bit better passer than T-Set. He's not very mobile, but he's a better passer. Okay, cool, whatever. But the formation I have a problem with.
He throws the ball better.
He does
pass better.
He throws the ball better. But my issue is this. It's the formation, Rocky. Like what are you supposed to? This is the formation you in. Lineman, tight end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think maybe one person. What? I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like this. If I'm being honest, like a straight tight formation, but like, man, spread these Bamas out, bro. Spread these niggas out.
So when you bring Biden in, who is a 48% passer, that's threw 5 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, what do you think what's supposed to happen here?
You gotta throw it. You gotta throw it, man. You got to, because you just need good throws.
You've been throwing it. Scott, it's not gonna fare any better.
But T-Set has missed a lot of throws, though.
Oh, he threw one. Has he thrown one interception?
T-Set? Yeah.
One.
That back shoulder. Remember that back shoulder throw that was picked off. To me, again, go back to the 2x2 formation.
Look at these overall quarterback stat lines: 12 for 22, 147, 1 interception.
Hit the drag, Noah. Oh God, this shit is just ass. This shit is just ass. He gotta hit the drag. The drag is there, Rocky. Am I crazy?
No, it was wide open. And the way it was set up, it had to be the primary wide receiver. Look at it. Now.
Now.
$12 for 23.
Listen, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I gotta take Noah back out. After that, after seeing that, I gotta take Noah back out. It's no way you make that change. You gotta live with T-Set. You gotta live with T-Set.
What did you think was gonna happen? Like I said before, hey, Scotty, it's like you bringing a guy in who is a relief pitcher who has a 10-run ERA. He's not gonna shut anybody down. I blame the coach for making that change.
No, you got to, bro.
Just wasted a series.
You got to, bro. You got to, man. And don't get me wrong, that was a great catch by the tight end to get them out of crate, get them out of but T-Set gives you something that Biden doesn't, and that's mobility. That's mobility. I want to see what they look like, who they go to next, though. That's why I want to see who Jackson go to. That's the question. Do you go back to Jacobian, or do you roll with
I'll put McDonald in there. I mean McCoy.
Yeah.
Jacobian had his shot, man. And he had us down by 7. Hey, you Jackson State fans out there, how are y'all feeling about TC Taylor today? Is he everything you always wanted in a coach? Personally, Scotty, I still think TC's a good coach. I just think today he didn't play to his strengths.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see what they do. I want to see what they do. And again, if you see McCoy in the game, you got to blitz. You got to blitz, man. You got to bring it. Damn, he is not going back to Jacobian.
Would you?
But Rocky, remember what I said though. People talk about the lack of that turnaround time. Here you go, babe. Whenever. I like the blowout. That turnaround time is going to be a monster, though, Rock, because the MEACs had what, 3 weeks to prepare. You have a game. You've lost. Jacobian Morgan tweaked his knee. McDonald tweaked whatever he tweaked, and now you got a week turnaround. You ain't got. See, it'll be different if it was the old school way. That was a damn good jump stop by freaking Irv Mulligan. Oh my God. It's not a week. It's not a week to get ready like it was before, like the 18th. You know what I'm saying? Like you have this week off. I mean, the next week off, and then you will go into the Celebration Bowl that next week. So this will be the week that you would got the rehab. You're going right into a Celebration Bowl, and I told everybody, I said, y'all act like that's not important. It is. Oh, McCoy doing McCoy things. Rocky McCoy doing McCoy things. McCoy doing McCoy things. Oh, that's a bad snap. Yeah, that wasn't no McCoy. That was a bad snap.
And is his leg hurt? No, they got a punt now.
Yeah, that ball was bad. That was a bad snap. My thing is this. Again, I told people, I said, I didn't care about the old model because you had a week to rest, prepare, and get ready for the celebration. Technically 2 weeks because you got the off week and then the week you're on to get for the Celebration Bowl. Mm-hmm. I said in the beginning, when they made the announcement, I said that's going to be the biggest change to the game because you don't have no time off. And you're coming off a game, again, you're coming off a game like this where you have multiple injuries and you got to turn around and get ready in 7 days. And you probably traveling on when, Rock? Thursday?
You got to travel Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday, you traveling, so it ain't much time for rehab.
Well,
and you still at an HBCU.
So what I think in this situation,
That's game. These dudes are so stupid. What are you doing? Just let the ball hit the ground. Got to be the dumbest Negro.
He trying to make a play, Scotty. He trying to make a play. I'm not gonna blame Kendrick Grimes on that. I mean, he's trying to make a play. I mean, okay, Scotty. What I'm saying is, it was poor judgment. But did their offense give you any indication they were gonna move the goddamn ball? I think he was pressing because his offense was struggling.
Dog, that is crazy. That is crazy.
It was poor judgment. I get it. It was poor judgment.
You see what he did right there? You see what he did right there, Rock? Look at number 1 on the right side when the play goes. You'll see that's what you got to do to Zod McDonald.
Oh yeah, jump out on him. Yeah, I see.
You got to stay in there. You got to wait. Yeah, Kendrick Grimes effed that all up.
But that means the give is there. You know what I mean? Like the give is there.
Oh wow, McDonald's back. Dang, that boy took him out mid-play. Oh, he was cramping. They got a IV thing on him. He was cramping. Still no run blitzes. Still no run blitzing. Again, still no run blitzing.
Man, you hand that thing off, man. Like, see, Scotty, I know you were talking about the timeline and all that kind of stuff. And I think it is an advantage for the MEAC, no doubt.
Absolutely.
It's an advantage for the MEAC. But Jackson State's game, what their game plan should be, is run the ball, control passing game, make South Carolina put them in passing situations.
What do you think NCCU was?
What you mean?
NCCU is the same team.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they got a better running back. I think they got a better quarterback. I think Walker Harris is better than Jacoby and Morgan.
I don't think he's better. He can't do what Zod McDonald can do. But that's a preference kind. That's a style thing.
Yeah.
Like my point is, I think what Zay McDonald gives you in the running game is much more valuable than what Walker Harris gives you in the passing game.
I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah. I get your point, but I think that, see, for me, the name of the game is getting the ball down the field as a passer. And if Zay McDonald was, if you feel like
TC,
to me, it's like, if I call you a quarterback, the point of the game is to get the ball down the field. You know, I'm not saying Walker Harris is white Michael Vick, but damn, like, he can throw it, and Zay really can't, from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I think so. This is what I'm saying. You can load up on right?
Yeah.
But you still got to worry about Zay coming out the back door.
That's fair.
And that gives you a threat there. Now, to be honest with you, if you look at Jackson State's wide receivers, I haven't seen anybody that you would say, I got to get the ball to this guy. I got to get the ball to this guy. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't seen that, right?
And I'm going to let you finish up. The guys that I would get the ball to is Dupree and Spencer. Okay, go ahead. Those are my guys.
But you can see you can see on this game, they can win this game without getting the ball to them. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And here's what I'll say against South Carolina State. South Carolina State probably will be able to control Irv Mulligan in the running game to put Jacoby Morgan or Zay McDonald in must-pass situations. But I wouldn't volunteer to pass the ball the way TC's been volunteered to pass the ball today. I wouldn't do it because it's not an upside. The upside put it like this. The time they passed on first down and on second and short and on third and short, has it reaped any true benefits?
Not really. Listen, man, this is, I'm sorry.
And that's a must-passing situation. That's what I say. Pass when it's must-passing. But when it's a second and short, first and 10, run the goddamn ball.
My issue with this, if there's any, I would leave Coach Cole out because I think he's a little homerish to Jackson, if I'm being honest, to TC and Jack, what they're doing, because I don't think it's special at all. My thing is this. Watching this, if I'm South Carolina State, I've played better teams than this. I just have. Yeah. I've played better teams with better schemes. I've played teams with better concepts. And literally, Zay McDonald is a one-read guy. Like, when he put the guy in motion and I saw him stutter and go across, I said, oh, he's going to the drag. Going to the drag. Like, I mean, it was open. Granted, it's open. But I think how I would play this team is I would go one safety high. I would man up across the board, and you're going to have to show me that you can beat my defense passing the ball.
Okay.
And I think South Carolina State is good enough to win their game with the front seven.
I'm not worried about the Jackson State offense, to be honest with you, in that game, Scotty. I think the Jackson State offense can put up 24 to 28 points.
Not like this, they can't. I promise you. Not like this, they won't.
Okay. We disagree on that.
Well, go ahead.
I'm worried about Jackson State's defense being able to handle South Carolina's offense. That's what I'm worried about. Because with the quarterbacks they've played all season and the offenses they've played all season, they haven't seen an offense like South Carolina State's offense.
I give you that.
That's my biggest concern is if I'm Jackson State, what will it look like playing against Eric Phoenix and a Caden High, where you got a guy that can get Caden High the ball? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can get him the ball. And what does their secondary look like when somebody's actually catching the ball in the secondary and we're forcing those guys to really make tackles one-on-one? Mm-hmm. What does it look like? That's what I would be concerned about more than anything.
I think for me, the part that I would, if I was South Carolina State, the part that I would be worried about is Terrell, because he's a difference maker. Like I think South Carolina State is better at Jackson than everything. Offense, defense. I think they're just a better team than them. Special team is going to to me. That's oh my God. This Bama Noah, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't wait to talk to Perry on Monday. I think for me the difference maker is Terrell. Terrell is the difference maker, and how you manage that. Like, do you have a kicker that can kick the ball in the end zone? Do you have a kicker that can? Do you have a punter that can kick it deep and out of bounds? Like managing Terrell and how he flips the field for Jackson State is the biggest thing for me.
Like they didn't even use Terrell today, and I wondered, are they just sandbagging or something? I don't know why they. You know what I mean? No jet sweeps, no speed options.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think watching Jackson today, I get why people say they can make a play and they can get it in multiple ways, because they got it in multiple ways. They got it in turnover on defense. Terrell almost breaking one for kick return. But if you're watching it from a schematic area, that offense is really limited. It is really, really, really limited. And I think with Zai McDonald, if you think it might make you more dynamic, it just makes your strength a stronger strength, but it doesn't make you more dynamic.
I completely agree with you when you say it makes your strength a greater strength. It makes you more one-dimensional as a team.
Yes.
Right? But I still would say, and this is where we may disagree. If I'm one-dimensional and you stop my one dimension, can the other guy throw me to a victory?
Who's the other guy?
Whoever the other guy is, whether it's McCoy or Jacoby Morgan.
I think Jacoby Morgan. I think Jacoby Morgan again. If we're comparing them, this is the thing. When we first started the show, I said, can Jacoby and Morgan lead this team if they stop the running attack? To me, if we're ranking quarterbacks in leading, Jacobian's the best leader throwing the ball. The rest of them are bad.
But now I ask you this question, Scotty. If South Carolina can stop Jackson State's running game,
okay,
can Jacoby Morgan throw them to a victory?
No. Neither can McDonald.
No. And I get it.
Yeah.
And so that's my whole point. If Jacoby Morgan can't throw me to a victory, then what is he playing for?
That's fair. So you might as well just make your strength a better strength. Might as well just lean on what we do well and just ride it out. I feel you. That makes sense.
And so, and like I say, that's how I see it. Now, as a play caller, it limits you, and I can even understand why TC Taylor would want a more versatile offense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As a play caller,
dimensional, more dynamic.
Yeah. But I don't think it makes you better as a team, and that's just all I'm saying. Because we saw today, it wasn't. Do you think Southern was stopping the running game when he was trying to pass on first down and second and short and third down and short?
To a certain extent, I think Southern did a really good job of
controlling it.
Yeah. And I think, listen, targeting? How is it targeting on who? I gotta see this, man. I'm sorry, Rocky. Hold on.
No. You good? I'm looking too. They ain't showing the replay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you go by the letter of the law, yeah, I guess that is targeting.
I don't think that's targeting.
I mean, but what is he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think it's by the letter of the law. I think it's targeting. But what is he supposed to do?
He's not a defenseless player, right?
That's
You
fair.
have to take that out. So then you have to have a launch. I don't think he launched.
Oh, man,
That's not, bro. How can you? He's not a defensive player.
yeah, they call it targeting on this one. They reviewed that fast. They reviewed that fast as hell.
How is that targeting?
Yeah, he's gone. Told you. They did it too fast. They reviewed it too fast for me. I knew once they reviewed it that fast, I said, yeah, he gone.
He didn't launch. So, okay, the crown of the helmet comes into play when it's the quarterback in the pocket or a defenseless player.
You know what's crazy, Rock? I think this probably got to be the ugliest 40. It's got to be the ugliest 40 points I've ever seen in my life. Like if you really go back and look at all this scoring, it's probably the ugliest 40 points I've ever seen in my godforsaken life in football. The ugliest 40. Like just how you got it, how it came about. The ugliest 40.
You know what? The thing that frustrates me is how we got here. And guess what, Blue?
Cramp it up again. I say he cramp it up. Like Donald cramp it up again.
Blue said they average 5.1 yards a game. I mean, a carry. Guess what their average is today? 5.1 yards a carry. Like, there was no reason to put the ball in the air as much as TC put it in the air today. And though I think Southern did a great game of avoiding the big play in the running game, other than the play that the hold in the face mask was on with Zah McDonald. But there's no way they should have been passing on first down the way they were. There's no way they should have been, passing on second and short.
Oh, they picking this kid up and tracking.
He must really be locking up, man.
Yeah, he cramping up bad. Here, Coach Green. What's up, Coach Green?
I had to call, man.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't want you to see how you running.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll say before halftime, that was one of the biggest momentum changes. That no hold call. And they called face mask, but they didn't call the hold.
Facts.
That was the biggest momentum change that we needed to go into halftime with. And it also hurt that we missed out on that fumble.
Now let me ask you this here, Coach. Do you think the game, I understand the whole call or whatever, but do you think the game is what it is if Jacoby and Morgan stays in the game?
Shoot. It would probably be worse if Kobe stayed in the game. And he wasn't doing nothing.
So what I'm saying is you guys would have had a better chance to win the game is what you believe.
I'll say this. I'll say our chances of winning was going into halftime with the lead. That was our chance right there because we could move the ball at our pace. And we up and our defense gonna do what it does. But we gotta do the offense got to do its part. And I feel like we had the momentum, and we get that hold call. It changed how the game is played in the second half.
I agree with you to a certain extent, Coach. But my issue is I don't think you guys still would have been able to stop Zai McDonald in his running attack. Like that to me is what really was the difference in this game.
8 for 90. 8 for 90.
Like I don't think.
But
go ahead.
I think we did a good job with him because he didn't really like killers like he did last time we played. He didn't killers. He got his yards, but we also got stops at key moments.
Let's recap. Let's recap. Zai McDonald single-handedly put 2 touchdowns on the board. The one before half and the QB power that he ran in for a touchdown.
It was 30 and 16, something like that, or 30, maybe it was 35, but it was from 16 to 20 yards out.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 touchdowns right there.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm saying, he don't even get that touchdown that they called a hold, which was obvious hold. He don't even get that touchdown.
Okay, so we take that.
He probably had one touchdown.
Okay. No. Take the touchdown away. Now you're at 34. What about the other 34 points? Because all this came in the second half. All this came in the second half.
I get it.
34 points.
But I know the biggest thing that against a good team, we don't need to be down. We not good playing coming from behind.
Yeah, that's y'all were best coming from behind all season.
That is true. Y'all have been
the
cataract cats.
But this team, we can't play from behind. Even Coach Graves said we don't need to be behind trying to catch up.
Coach Green, my issue is you're not answering the question. You said that you could do better if I said take the holding penalty away, right? So I give you 3, right? So it's 6-10 at half. They had 31. Nope, we'll take that. 27 unanswered points in the second half. Explain.
No, 31.
No. I'm taking the touchdown away.
No.
The touchdown was in the first half.
I know. I'm taking it away.
So hold on. You got to also look at this though. You got to take this into account. When we being behind, we start taking even more chances on deep calls and all that. That's what you got to look at. That's the game changer right there. Cause we got to throw deep ball. We can't just constantly run. We got to take chances. We got to take chances.
I disagree, Coach.
I think the game. So I'm gonna say that.
Look at the chances we had to start taking.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask you this. The game is, you guys are down by 14. It's in the first part of the first quarter of the fourth quarter, and you guys stop Jackson State. Jackson State throws the interception. Y'all get the ball on your own 8-yard line, and y'all sub in Noah Biden down by 14.
Hey, they've been doing it all year. You already know that, dog. They've been switching quarterbacks all year. They've been doing that all year, man.
I really feel like you're not. I feel like you're not answering any question.
But you also got to take this into account.
You're not answering any question.
You got to take this into account because this is what y'all not taking into account. All right. If our offense don't score and our defense constantly getting stops, Jackson's eventually gonna score. You want to get stopped. You want to get stopped so many times. You constantly have your defense out there. It's gonna eventually hurt your defense.
Let me ask you this here, Coach. Let me ask you this, Coach. At the point that you're 14 points down at the beginning of the fourth quarter, you just got a big turnover by your defense. What is the mindset? Why do you think Coach Graves sent out Noah Biden at that point?
You gotta. That's a question you're gonna have to ask Coach Graves about. But all I'm gonna say is, we down.
Why do you think? Why do you think he did?
Listen. I ain't gonna sit there and tell you what I think because it's what he think.
It's his reason why. He got a reason why he did that. And he been doing it all year. Y'all saw this all year. He been switching quarterbacks. One thing he ain't ready to do is switch the quarterback. Because this is one of the things that, you are script that you kept on complaining about most of these coaches out here that switch the quarterback. You don't got nothing going. Switch the quarterback. He did it on a whim. He did it on a whim, man.
Would you have switched the quarterback?
He was only to do so much, bro.
Coach Green, would you have switched the quarterback?
I probably wouldn't. But it worked for them all year. They've been switching quarterbacks all year. And it worked for them. They won a lot of games doing that. Okay. So the rule was in the pudding. They won a lot of games doing that.
Coach Green, you went to a quarterback that had a 48% passing percentage, a guy who had threw 5 touchdowns and 7 interceptions on the season.
And with you saying that, he also won us a game against PV.
Coach, you weren't playing PV today.
All I'm saying is you whatever you say, they won doing that. They won games doing that. They got to the SWAC. While everybody said we wasn't gonna never win, you were one of the main ones saying ain't no chance.
You're
right, to the SWAC championship. And I told you we're gonna see y'all in the SWAC. We're gonna see y'all in the SWAC championship.
Coach Green, this is revisionist. It's revisionist history. When I asked you on my show back in August, I said, "What is your expectations of this Southern team?" And you were like, "Well,
don't lie like that, because you better hold up that show." I said, "Our defense is one of the main reasons we're gonna get there." So Coach, you do that.
You said we don't have any expectations, Coach. That's what you said.
All I'm gonna say is this.
And you know it.
All I'm gonna say is this. You guys were asked before you came in. You put up a good, valiant effort, and y'all went ass on the way going out. Very simple. I appreciate the call, Coach Green. I mean, it was very simple to me. You were ass coming into this game. You put up a valiant effort in the first half, and you went out like ass on the back half. It's very simple. You proved to be what you were, ass. Like
y'all went straight booty juice.
Dog.
Right in the middle of the second half.
And now you want to run the ball with 2 minutes left in the game.
And let me say this, because I've been one of Southern's biggest critics the whole season. I didn't believe in them. I didn't think they were gonna have any success this season. I thought they were gonna finish 4th or 5th in the West, and they proved me wrong, and I have to hold it. Like, they exceeded my expectations more than I could ever imagine. But what I did not think is that I thought that PV would be a better team. I thought Alcorn would be a better team. And I certainly thought Grambling would be better than they were. And I would say this season can be described of the underachieving of those teams and the play of Southern being being better than what I thought it was going to be. What do we know about Southern right now as this season wraps up? Do they have a quarterback that anybody else would want on their team? No. Do they have a coach that anybody else would want to coach their team?
Probably not.
So they exceeded expectations. But that does not make them SWAC champions. That does not, in my opinion, it doesn't make them a good team. Just because you end up in the SWAC championship coming from the West, it doesn't make you a good team. Because this is what I said earlier in this live. And I want people to realize this. Coach Odoms went to several SWAC championships. Coach Dooley, in his first year, went to a SWAC championship. Coach Graves now has went to a SWAC championship and is about to lose. Is this just what Southern is? Can you just be at Southern and get to a SWAC championship?
I think that's just how bad the West is. And this is why you got to get rid of divisions. You just got to. And now don't get me okay. These are two things that I think the SWAC has to take out of place. You can't play conference teams as an out of conference opponent. That has to get stopped in the SWAC. That can't be going forward. That cannot be a rule. Like I mean that can't be allowed to play a SWAC team as an out of conference game. That can't be allowed, or at least one. If you're going to do it, at least one, right? And then you got to get rid of divisions because this is a bad Southern team. Like this is a bad SWAC championship. Like it is what it is. Granted, we could give Southern all the valiant effort in the world, but they weren't a good team, and they slipped in and got in. Now, for Southern fans, if it just being all Perry going to talk about is where were you? Where were y'all sitting? And I'm like, bro, like you got mollywopped on national television. Like I think this is the ugliest 41 points I've ever seen in my life. Like it wasn't even like, oh yeah, they're doing it. It just was a nickel and dime situation to where they just paper cutted you to death. And then you self-destructed on your own self as well. So I don't know, man. If I'm a Southern team, like you can be excited about being in the SWAC championship, but to me, I'm like, what about this team? Are you excited offensively? What about this team? Are you excited about going into next year? You need a quarterback. Kendrick and Kobe are your only. Nobody knows none of your receivers. Like
your lead receiver caught 33 passes. Everybody else caught 20 and below, 25 and below. And I'll give Coach Frederick credit. He came in here with a game plan that made the first half extremely competitive. He made adjustments
and never went back to it. And never went back to it. Let me get Mr. Sargent in here real quick. Go ahead, Mr. Sargent.
Hey, Scotty, what's up, sir?
What's going on?
So just want to make a few comments. Always thank you for taking my call. First of all, as I told you guys several times before, I am a soccer coach, right? I have never played organized football, like everybody else. I played football in the streets when I was growing up, but my game was soccer. Soccer tells you go, 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 offense, 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 make the pass, kick it into goal. That's what we do all the time. There's no such thing as defense. Defense means you're challenging a person to take the ball away from them so you could go back up the field to do offense. Now, I say all that to say this. Coach Green doesn't talk like he's a football coach. I don't know what kind of coach he is,
basketball.
But he doesn't talk like a football coach.
He's a basketball guy.
Oh, God. Okay, anyway. So when you try to get him to answer questions, that doesn't work, right? Because that's not his mindset. Now, if it's me, well, what happened, Mr. Sargent? I say, well, here's what happened. We lost. I look at my stack. I say, we had too many steals. We lost too many challenges. We scored less points because we took less shots at the goal. Like, you can break it down as to why you didn't win the game. And so for Coach Green, as a Southern fan, and I understand he's a Southern fan, to not go back and look at what his team did wrong, or even will state what his team did wrong to lose the game is shocking. All right? Like, it's mind-blowing, right? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Again, this talks about the maturity. And I'm not talking down on Coach Green. This is any fan who does this. I'm saying this talks about the maturity of the fan base of each of our institutions. If you're not willing to reflect and say, hey, man, what did we do wrong? You know what I'm saying? What could we do better? Then where are you? You just a maniac, insane, insomniac, and maniac fan or whatever. If you ask me, what are Coach Cozy's grades? Right? I can go for like 3 minutes on why I think he didn't do so well and why I would give him a D+ or a C- instead of everybody who's giving him a C. You can't lose the Valley, right? I'm still mad about that, right? So I just don't want you guys to be frustrated, and I know you're probably not because you get all kinds of calls with people like Coach Green or even Perry, who won't honestly look at themselves, make an assessment, and then suggest changes to the people in their space. I like what you guys. I like the question you asked about why on earth did you change your quarterback. I thought that was an insane call. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would look at what you did in the first half and not try to repeat it for the second half. If you can't stop what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing it until you stop me. I mean, Scotty, just watching your show, you taught me that. I'm gonna end my rant right here. I'm going on too long. Thank you guys, brothers. I'll keep watching until you're out of this space. And then I'll keep watching even if you're in somebody else's space, brother. Take care.
Appreciate it, Mr. Sergeant. My issue is I don't understand that you never went back to the double twins heavy to see if Jackson could really stop it. That's number one. And then you make the quarterback change in the fourth quarter? In what, 11 minutes left? A guy who's been sitting on the bench all day cold, and that's when you decide to make the quarterback change? Not at halftime, so he can get warmed up in the third quarter or something. In the fourth quarter?
Scotty, it never should have been an option for a change, Scotty. You know, I'm a firm believer in playing the hot hand and all this here kind of stuff. But once you have a sample, enough of a sample, you know what the guy is, right?
Yeah.
You know what he is. And I think Noah Biden, over the course of these 3 years where I've been watching him play sporadically and then be a starter, this, whatever, we all know what he is. He's a guy that if you were in a ball throwing contest, he's the guy you would want.
In shorts, shorts and
But if you want him to pass the ball, he's not your guy, man. He's not your guy. And I'm not saying T-Set is your guy either. I'm just saying at the end of the day that he wasn't going to, in my opinion, he wasn't going to give you any more than you already had. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he wasn't going to give you any more than you already had. And I think it set you back in that situation more than it helped your team out.
My issue is this: I'm going. Listen, did T-Set miss throws? Absolutely. I'm not gonna let him off the hook. Did he miss some throws? He absolutely did. But did you put him in the best position to be the best version of himself? And I would say this: Rocky? Did we see a jet sweep from Southern? Did we see a bubble screen from Southern?
No, or screen it all.
A running back. We didn't see again. Did you put your quarterback in the best position possible to make plays? And the answer is no, flat out no. And go ahead, Rock.
No, and I just said, as much as we talk about stars and recruits and all this kind of stuff, when it comes to this level, the championship level of football, coaching really matters a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
And being able to make adjustments on the fly or whatever really matters. And in this particular game, with a limited quarterback, and I say T-Set was in that situation
on both sides.
And I would say Jacoby and Zay was in that situation as well. Why aren't you with a limited quarterback? Why don't you go to a screen game, a bubble, like you said, Scotty, throwing bubble screens? Why don't you develop a passing game that complements things that he can do? It seems like they were trying to, even when Jacobian was in, they were trying to get him to do things that he just wasn't going to be able to do. And at some point, it almost cost Jackson the game. But I think it did ultimately cost Southern the game. Because not having a quarterback that can execute what you call ultimately puts you in a position where your offense can't move the ball when you need to move the ball. Coaching matters, man, and it matters a lot.
It does. And I'm gonna say this. I can't give any kudos to TC Taylor in this game. If I'm being 100, like if we were grading a coaching performance, it's an absolute D. Because the only way Zy McDonald gets in this game is because Jacoby and Morgan gets hurt. It's the only way Zy McDonald even comes into this game. And just seeing how limited Jacoby and Morgan was. Now the question goes is, do you ride with Zy the whole way, or do you bring back Jacoby in for the championship game? Was it just because the excuse? I know all the coach talk in the press conference. Well, you know, Jacoby's knee was really bothering him, and we didn't want to put him back in there if it wasn't stable. No, Zy gave you a spark, and you roll with the spark. But if at the end of the day, it was left up to you and Jacobian, it would be Jacobian. It would be Jacobian. And to me, I don't have a problem with you riding with Zy in the Celebration Bowl. But I promise you, I'm not even gonna go there. But go ahead.
Well, I'm trying to bring Coach on right quick. Did you want to start the stream and start it over and
yeah?
Just
give me about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna get something to eat, get something, and we'll get back. All right.
Just hit me up.
Hey, everybody on the call line, give us about 10 minutes. We'll be back.
Hey, what up, Coach?